Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. We're so glad you're with us. Happy March. I'm so excited. New month, fabulous day. Hope you're having a good one so far. The weekend is here, and we've got a celebration of jewelry that you will not soon forget. 3 hours live from Los Angeles this morning. How about 3 hours tonight as well? I am so thrilled to be with you all weekend long and Monday as well. So welcome on in to our fabulous jewelry array. This is going to be quite the show. We've got amazing top of the hours. You know, it's a big weekend here of March as we celebrate the best of the best. And yet what we have, it is going to be really unforgettable. I tell you that. We have a blue wing block D. It's a round. And I know I brought you a round last night. It is gone, but we've got a very special round here today. A little surprise for you. It's a surprise to me too. So we're excited about that. You just never know what you're going to find in this show. It's why it's live, and it's why you never want to miss a moment. But we also have a very special aqua to celebrate the month of March and get you started if it is a birthstone for you, meaning if you celebrate a birthday anytime this month, or if you just love the aquas out of this Sierra Santa Maria mine. We're going to bring you a fabulous one today. I also have, you know, it's funny. The other day, somebody, and forgive me, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was asking for the largest pair. I want to say maybe it was Julie. I want to say it was Julie, perhaps, that wanted to see our 2-carat 13 stud earrings. What if I told you that I could get you the fabulous stud earrings of a lifetime that are 3 carats and fabulous, natural, rare, exotic stones that look like the best diamonds in the world, but they are a mere fraction of the price. I can beat that. Fraction of what lab-grown would be, fraction of what simulated lookalikes would be. We've got those today, and never in all of our years here have we ever seen this item. So looking forward to that as well. I love big studs, but I'll tell you right now, they get pricey. They really do. They're hard to find, and they're really pricey when you do. So we're going to solve that problem, and we're going to get you what looks like the most incredible diamond studs, but again, fabulous value. So those are on the way, so get ready for some maybe even gift shopping and gift ideas. If there is anything you're looking for today, I know Marion had already, sounds like maybe she missed our show live last night when I was with you, so she wanted to see a recap and also a highway design that we bring. So Marion, whenever you're ready, let me know. Just give us a call. We'd like to wait till you're here to show you the one-of-a-kinds that you might like. So that's a little bit about what's happening today for our next 3 hours live. If you have a request like Marion did, please give us a call. That is what that phone number is down there for. So make sure you call us and talk to us. Tell me what you need to see. We are ready to party all weekend long. And what we're starting with is not only a favorite of mine. Tony walked by and said, that is one of the best looking stones I've seen. And we see a lot of stones. So I have a feeling somebody out there today might like it. Take a look at this. And it looks like, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember when I had a 4-carat demontoid? And it was like one of those, you know, tens of thousands of dollar pieces, and everyone was going, oh, that's great, Lolo. But I'll let you know when I win the lottery. Well, here we go with a stone that I promise you, I think looks better than a lot of demontoids in big sizes. And I'm so thrilled we have it. 112-5382. No, reverse that. 5832. Flip it, reverse it. Here we go. Yeah, this is a really special stone. It has blue flecks and golden flecks. And happy Saturday, everybody. Happy March. Yay, March is here. We're so glad you're with us to kick off the month. Hi, Tim. Good morning. Is Marion with us already? Fabulous. Well, Marion, I'll get you your pieces right after this. And then this 305. 305 sounds like Miami to me. Is Miami in the house today? Welcome on in, Miami, and everywhere else, all corners of the country and beyond. Welcome in. Thank you for being here with us. We're going to bring a little LA glamour to wherever you might be. It's a very glamorous weekend, after all, right? Yes, very glamorous, very elegant, very Hollywood. So here we go. 305, 40 points in diamonds. It's a bridge. It is, sure is a bridge. You got this fabulous piece where, look at those diamonds. They are set all the way underneath, and it's simple yet elegant, but again, we upgraded the diamond size individually, so they're not small stones. They're big. They're big stones. They run side to side. That is one of the rarest stones you will ever find. Take a look at it on the hand as well. Oh, I've got the sweetest little bracelet here for you. For everyone that's always asking me for teeny tiny bracelets, for all of you guys that have those teeny tiny little wrists, jealous because I do not, but look at that. That is a really special heart-shaped bangle. I love that one. So that's coming up. If you normally like a, 5.5, 6, you got that one going on. But here we go. This one is fabulous. That looks, and blues or green zircons rather, are really, really deep and dark. Typically, they're so dark. It's kind of like tourmalines where they get in those deep greens and suddenly they don't really look like green anymore. They look like onyx. And that's not what we're looking for. This stone is super rare. Of course, still double refractive as we love with green zircons and all the zircon family, but also a huge discount from this $39.99. So let's get ready. We got a big show today. We've got a huge yellow diamond. I've got a big tanzanite. I've got a new designer diamond ring that feels very chic, very fresh, very upgraded. And also those diamond stud lookalikes. But you're going, we don't sell faux here. Don't worry. We're going to bring you something exotic and rare, but a great price. And this one is going to be, you know what, make it $9.99. Let's start this month off right, shall we? Start it off on the right foot? Yeah, I could use a new right foot. That's the one that's bothering me ever since that last marathon Blairathon thing. Yeah, exactly. This one's already gone. Congratulations. Look at what's next. Oh, we got Marion's request. Never mind. Let's go to a little recap of what we had just a few short hours ago. If you missed it, this is a Malaya garnet, and that's another way to look at it. I had it this way last night, so let's put it that way. I don't know why. It just gives you a better angle at the stone to see what that one's all about. It's in two-tone gold, Marion. It's white and rose right now. You don't have to leave it that way. You can do anything you want. You want to get all yellow gold, you want to go all rose, all white, you can do whatever you want. But that is a cool look. The way that it's tube set diamonds, the 4 of those on the right side, and this has a private collection, gorgeous round Malaya pinky purple garnet. And it also has 27 points of those diamonds, and that's a carat 60 stone on the one side, and the white gold kind of wrapping its way around that fabulous Malaya, isn't it? So it's like a beautiful way that you see those diamonds are actually channel set there. It's kind of cool. Are they channel or are they bead set? It's really tough to tell. They are channel set. It's one of the sleekest channels. Usually there's more of a gap, right? I'm looking at it going, wait a minute, that looks almost like pave or bead set. They are channel set, but it's a real nice, sleek, streamlined approach to this ring. It is cool. I always call this the frozen firework. You know, if you could just, fireworks last a brief moment, and yet we all seem to love them, right? Well, we all do, except Lola. Lola's not a big fan. That's my mom's dog. She's not a fan of fireworks at all. She's a street rescue, so she probably, yeah, associates it with some other sounds that were no good, right? But again, this is that frozen in time. It looks like it's just as if you just kind of could freeze frame something so amazing and so beautiful. And then speaking of fireworks, you still got that in the Malaya garnet. Malaya garnets are not really used to looking like that. They're not something that usually gives you a lot of brilliance, a lot of brightness. Typically they are brown. So if you're thinking, that's not a Malaya garnet, well, that is why it was plucked in the private collection. That's why it was stuck there, because it was actually that really special look, that beautiful color, that different idea that is very unlike most Malaya garnets out there, and they're rare. So take what you can get in a Malaya garnet, but again, those pinks and purples, really, really special. And this one's gonna be, you know what we'll do? Really simple, easy deal here. I've got one, it's $49.99, but you know me, we're gonna keep the desperation from last night on the pricing going here this morning. Why not? So we got a big weekend ahead. Let's do it. Let's make sure this one goes out the door. It's only $14.99 if you want it. So it's supposed to be $49.99. We did a switcheroo, put a 1 in front instead, and moved those numbers down and got rid of the big $5,000 price tag. Now here's what it looks like on, because it's a very unique piece. Certainly the way it's done with that asymmetry, but of course, multiple ways to wear it. That's one way. So you see, again, I love it in the two-tone. Again, designers, they really put a lot of thought. These are not random, assessments. We don't just randomly just pick, throw things into gold, right? There's a lot of thought put behind these designs that we have for you. And that one, again, some of the brightest Malaya. I mean, it really does. It gives elements of pinky purple zircons. It really does. And Malaya garnets, yeah, you don't expect that kind of flash and fire. So the rose gold on one side, those are called your tube set diamonds. So you think of it like they are these beautiful cylindrical styles of gold. And then it ends with, think of it like a bezel set, but at the end. So really cool. And then that's a little bit slightly open, but again, you're gonna go with your normal size, get whatever size you normally wear, and it's gonna fit just like any fabulous ring would. So please don't be intimidated by the fact that it doesn't actually, meet up here. It's not actually soldered together as one band. That's what makes it so unusual and different, is that this is a really remarkable style. And so $14.99 gets that one. Now I hear Marion also wanted to see one of our highway designs, which also I can see that she has a style, because there's a similar, kind of a similar look and feel to what we have here in bezel set and rose and rose. And that's really right, bezel set again. And that's going to be our all white diamond highway ring. So we'll see that next. also by request. But again, let me know, $14.99. I'll try to keep this show moving along. We got about like 850 pieces to show just in today's part 1. And then part 2, I think we're going to get even loftier on our goals here. But take a look at this. This one is fabulous. And again, all the highway designs we see, most of the time they stay with smaller stones. This one actually starts that way, but then incorporates those larger diamonds, which of course the bezels we love so much. That's really fabulous to see. It's going to be item number 11133338. That is a look, isn't it? And yet there's an array of different sizes. We see that there's basically the 3 highway designs. That's the 3 rows that crisscross and kind of intertwine like they do. And oh good, I'm glad Lola's watching this morning. That's good. That's good. She's a fan. She's a big fan. I get to see her in a couple of days, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, gonna take this 3 days off that I get a week now, and because I'm doing a lot of shows in a more condensed time. So for the time being, 6 shows, 4 days every week. So that's better than the 8 shows in 5 days last week. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, again? Sure, she missed it. All right, let's show the zircon, or the Malaya, right? The Malaya, you got, what's that? The highway ring, sure, here we go. Does she like the fabulous? Okay, she's going to hold off on the Malaya. You got it. So it's one or the other. It's like, I can only, Lolo, I am not made of money. I'm just going to get one or the other. So here's the highway design. And then you see it's got 2 over here. See 2 in that section, 1 big one here and 2 over here. So 5 total larger diamonds that you have as well. And that's white, yellow, or rose gold, Marion. So whatever you like there. And ooh, who's that for? Hi, William. We've got a, oh, the Malaya garnet for the guys. Good. All right, so this one's going to be really easy to wear, by the way. It sits low profile, so there's a lot going on, but easy to wear. Sometimes I speak from a fashion perspective, from a jewelry perspective, from a shoe perspective. Sometimes if there's a lot going on, it's not easy to wear. Sometimes if it's really spectacular, it's not exactly comfortable or easy or practical, and that's where this ring really does give you something you're going to enjoy a lot. Wear a lot, enjoy it if you are wearing gloves, if you are somebody who just works a lot with their hands, you don't like big pieces perched way up high. This is the way you go to have that flash at almost a carat in diamonds and bigger stones as well, but have them in a wearable fashion that you're living in all the time. Every day. You're not worried about, is that one gonna, like, is it just, you know, it's, we don't want jewelry that is going to be in the way. We want jewelry to enhance our lives, not burden it. So that's important if you are someone who's really active, you want that diamond look, but you don't want something that's gonna be high maintenance at all. Here we go. Speaking of, wow, this is a lot of labor. Yeah, should have gone up. I'm glad we're using the old 111 item number that goes back years and years and years, because this ring is ridiculous. $888. That is like, if that doesn't prove that we're using an old world gold price and diamond price, I don't know what does. $888, I'm serious. We're doing it. Yes. Sure. So there's a lot of open work because it is an open ring. So let's take a look at both the inside here of the Malaya. Now it is solid all the way through with that tube design, so totally tubular, man. But that's going to be right, a child of the, yeah, an adolescent of the 90s. So I remember those radical tubular days when everything was rad and awesome. And of course, you know, that's kind of the that 90s lingo I think of, but that's totally tubular. It's all solid throughout the inside. And then of course you've got that basket setting for that fabulous Malaya. And again, we'll have a gents version of a Malaya coming up, just as a quick little kind of just prove we have one, right? Show it because we got it. So you know what they say, if you got it, flaunt it. So here we go. So it sounds like she's taken that one. And then of course this ring. Let's give a little love to the highway design. And keep in mind, those of you that are going, no, I wanted that ring. Marion, why you do? This is available for anybody who wants it. So again, it sounds like Marion's taking the Malaya anyways. So you can go ahead and grab the highway design if you like. And it's a beautiful way to do that interlocking design. The big bezel sets, I know how many of you tend to tell me that you love your DBTYs and all those bezel set earrings we've done, the bracelets, the necklaces, everything. So it's a fabulous way to go because that is going to correspond to all those looks as well, but in a ring. It's really the only way to do that kind of look with the bezel set diamonds in a ring. So here it is one more time. Last look at it. It's $888. And that would be a fabulous way to go. And again, welcome into our Saturday. This is the AM version, okay? I know everyone's going, oh, what are they doing? We're here morning and night now on the weekends, so enjoy them while we have them. And that fabulous, fabulous way you get that beautiful highway ring is $888. That's an incredible value. It's really 3 rings in one. And then you've got the bigger bezel sets within it. So that is important on a lot of fronts there. So very much enjoying that one. All right, let's show the gentleman's version. It's amazing. We've got a Malaya. And interesting, they're calling it fluorescent. Fluorescent. Well, let's talk about what that means. And here we go with the big, big gents. And this is one of my favorite mountings. So I hope you like the watch-inspired design that we have coming up. And if you would like to get this fabulous ring, you certainly may at $888. What, Tim, did she decide on one? She did get the Malaya. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Marion. I hope you enjoy it. It's a great ring. I think you're going to get a lot of compliments on it because it's so unique. And then here is the gentleman's version, but even more with the purple. Less pink, really no pink at all. I would say this is pure purple all the way on through. This is amazing. And thank you so much. Hi, Risa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much. And good morning. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. Thank you. We've already chatted this morning. She's an early bird like me, apparently. So we've already chatted. We've been up and chatting early this morning. So here we go. Yep, the TVON work never stops. It's 24/7. So here we go. This is going to be our fabulous gents, Malaya 1123818, and that is a really cool stone. And again, fluoresces, so that's a little bit unique. We don't see that all the time. I think color change, I haven't seen it, to be honest with you. I haven't looked at it under UV light. Don't know if that's 100% color change, but I have it fluoresces. That's a little different. So again, there's a difference between fluorescing and color changing. So this one just means it's going to have that glow and a little bit more red under a UV light source. So keep that in mind. It's also a 393, so it's a whopper, and it's 59 points in diamonds. This is the double halo. Let me show you what I mean. There's diamonds up top. There's diamonds on the sides wrapping around the edge. So it's really two, but double halos tend to look a little girly. So, you know, we're trying to keep that masculinity intact of a larger gents ring, so we do the diamonds on the sides. But the cool thing is you see them from all angles, and so what's wrong with that? Nothing at all. You can also change it to the yellow gold if you want to, so the freedom to really make it your own there. And then we've got this one with the full undergallery. We don't do a gents ring that doesn't have one, so we'll show you that honeycomb undergallery, the very presidential style. And I'm not talking politics, I'm talking about, because nobody's doing that these days, right? There's nothing to talk about. Oh yeah, but this is where, again, it feels like that president version of that watch. So I don't name designers, I don't need to be sued or anything, but that's the thing. You know, it's like one of those where, again, you probably know it, it's the most well-known, recognized watch style that does that really important look that is iconic and has been a status piece for, gosh, forever and ever and ever. So this just translates that to a piece of gents jewelry, so you can have that look all the time, and of course be a great way to surround your amazing stone. Also, it's gonna be less than $10,000. There was a $99.99 price tag. And again, here's what it looks like on the hand, so you can see that. I don't know, something about it with the purple colors just, to me, lends itself. I'm thinking about a yellow gold setting for that. If you would like to, totally up to you here. You get the mirror finish and all that elevation to those links, if you will. It's kind of a link design, but it's not a flexible style. This one is going to be a new drop down in price. We're not gonna do $69.99 or even $59.99. It's about as rare as it gets. And Betty, we've got your request next, so thank y'all for the requests so far. Love hearing those. Let's keep them going all day. And I mean all day. We'll be here for 3 hours this morning and 3 hours later, so we'll keep all the requests going. But let's make this one even easier. Not even $59.99 or $49. I'm here to make it a value, even though that is one of the rarest stones I can show you, and we always feature some really good rare stones in men's rings, but I'm going to make that $39.99. First caller. And then Betty, thank you for the amethyst request. This is one of our larger ones coming out to play. And don't forget, you can still grab that highway ring with that almost 1 carat in diamonds for $888 if you'd like to. And by the way, I never asked you, Andy, who got that green zircon to start the show? Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much. Sharon, appreciate you shopping. You will love that green zircon. Tony and I were just totally enamored by it. To me, it looks like a Russian demontoid. It really does. So you'll love it, Sharon, and enjoy that one and that bridge. And then, Betty, we've got your amethyst coming up. So this is available to whomever would like it. And then here we go. Wow, this is a fancy cut, too. And we have completely created this custom mounting all the way around this custom stone. Now, it's going to look at first glance like a cushion, but it's actually different. It's got all these different facets along the edge. I'm not talking about just internally. Yes, they're there too, but it's those different facets along the edge. And how about our amethyst? Somebody said it the other day online, said, you know what, I never see amethyst here on this show. Why is that? Because we are really, really particular about everything. It's got to be quality. It has to be. It has to be quality, otherwise we don't touch it. That goes, I mean, from the jewelry to the craftsmanship to the workmanship to every little detail to the personnel. I mean, right? We've seen that. That's where it's got to be quality. And that is why here's a commonplace stone. It's a quartz. It's a more prevalent mineral in the world we live in. And yet there's a lot of amethyst out there. And what does it always look like? Beautiful, yes. I'm not going to disparage amethyst. I'm a lover of amethyst. I don't leave the house without an amethyst on. And that's the thing. I'm very dedicated to that stone. I have to have amethyst with me at all times. I obviously spend about 3 hours or 6 hours in this case on the air a day putting it in my bag. But again, because I don't wear a lot of jewelry here with, to compete with our jewelry, but this is where it's a beautiful stone that I think can be admired no matter what the quality, being February's birthstone that we just wrapped up, of course, but never too late to get a great amethyst. And we are about giving you quality where this stone is not just light lavender. It is showing up deep royal purples. When you look at it move, and very, very little that it's moving here side to side, you see these incredible bright blues. You see reds, almost like what we would see with a tanzanite out of the Blue Wing Block D collection, but different because that's going to be dominating the blue. This is still purple that dominates, but you have those blue and red flashes. So it's a big one. It's 436. It's going to be item number 112-6518. The Malaya is here for the gentleman. And I love showing gents pieces. It's fun to just see what's new and fresh and hot in the gents jewelry. And so, we can get those out the door. But here's what we have for you. That's a 436 fancy cut cushion. So again, still that cushion overall, but has those extra facets. Then you've got some pave diamonds that actually, look at this, they intertwine a bit. There's that split style that goes down and sets within that beautiful split, then that turns into a figure 8 design. You've got the blue flecks, the reds, the hot pinks. Here's what it looks like on, because a 436 is no small stone. And that's a great looking gem. And now it just looks like it's floating among those diamond pave bands here. And it's a 38-point diamond weight as well. And it's going to be white, yellow, rose. A $29.99 TVON value. Let's go back in time. Let's travel back in gold pricing and gemstone pricing and workmanship pricing. It's what we do every day. If you think, nope, I've read the headlines about everything, including jewelry, I'm not going to shop jewelry anymore. Well, you have not been shopping here then, because we are still stuck in a very different era of pricing. So while everyone else, because again, that's fine for everybody else, bring the prices up, adjust them by the day, we are not. If anything, we are going backwards. That is my job, to make sure I can't just show you the most beautiful jewelry in the world and not give you a great value. It's what this company and concept was founded upon. And it's what I've always believed in my 24 years here on TV doing this. So it's again, if we got to go backwards, we got to go backwards. But again, we want to bring you those values that you are accustomed to seeing here. And let's take a look at not $29.99. It's not even $9.99 actually. So if anybody would like it, come on in, because that's a very special and unique cut, and it's not even $1,000 for a large stone with a lot of diamonds, and there's a lot of gold going on in that one too, and yet it's not even $8.99 either. So big amethyst deal for you. Great looking stone, only the best of the best. It's why we see it so infrequently. We really have to wait. And on this occasion, we didn't just give you great color, we gave you the cool cutting, so that even if you were to find this color somewhere else, you're not finding this cutting. And we'll make it $888 to the very first callers. And then we've got, yes, blue zircon is here. We've got a beautiful paraiba, opals, anything you want, you just let me know. We'll make it an all request day. That would be the most fun, actually. So to have that interaction, to find out what you're looking for, what price point you need, we can really hone in on exact details of whatever it is that you're thinking about. And there's even a ruby and really a cool necklace that I adore. It's one of our more cool modern styles we bring in a necklace. That's going to be coming up. If you like those chevrons, but almost a little mid-century mod, look at this. This is one of the coolest necklaces we have, I think. And it's also done in two-tone gold. So you've got adjustability. You've got this really pretty mirror finishing on one side and the diamonds on the other that creates that chevron or that V. So that's going to be here as well. I'm really excited about that one. So that's a really great value and affordability level. We'll go back to our amethyst. Betty, let us know if you need something else. Different shape, size. I know we don't have many, so I can't guarantee we're going to have it here in stock, but we can always make something for you. I'm always, able to do that if you, especially now I'm here all day, Saturdays and Sundays, so I got all this, time to be here and, start working on designs and sketching and all that kind of stuff. So it makes it really nice to be, here and not on freeways as much. So it's great. But here we go. This is a yellow sapphire. It's going to be 112-6353. That is a carat 74. That is a yellow sapphire. And it's got pure color, it's bright, vivid tones, and it is gonna be with a halo and then some. We added a little extra on the sides here, and it's 112, 63.53. This is a one only, so it's gonna fly on out of here. I know that because this price tag is everything. And we've had a lot of yellow sapphires, and a lot of you go, you know what? For the price of a yellow sapphire, I'm gonna go buy a yellow diamond from you guys because you know what you're doing. But here's the thing, it's still about as durable. We're gonna get you a big size here. Fact is, I can't bring you a carat 70 or a carat 74 yellow diamond without the cost getting close to $10,000. This is much less, far less. There is a markdown here where this goes for a lot of the pieces we've already seen today, but it's going to continue for the rest of the day, where you're going to see pieces where it's literally gold pricing, but better, free diamonds, free center stone. And if you don't believe me, check this out, because this one's a $39.99 piece. It's been on the air for that price before. Now we're going to take it lower, and it's not going to be $39.99. And that is a beautiful, bright yellow diamond look-alike, but still gives you durability like a diamond does because it's sapphire. So it's a 9 on the Mohs scale. It's bright. It's beautiful. I love the intensity towards the base and the tip of the stone. You can see how intense and bright it gets. It's not even $9.99. Almost everything I've had today, I mean, besides some of these requests, right? Think about what's been under $1,000. A huge 4.5 carat amethyst, an amazing green zircon, that's one of the rarest stones in the world, the highway ring with a carat in diamonds, and now a sapphire that's almost 2 carats in size. It's not $9.99. Let's go even lower. You want giveaways? I'm here to give you the way. That's the thing. I give you a way to get the best values, and this is it, $888. First caller, this is what it looks like on. You can even change the gold. If you want to give it some extra contrast, you go white gold, no problem. But that is one awesome value on a nearly, you got to look at that carat weight because that's a big deal. 174 on the yellow sapphire. Look at what it's doing. Yellow diamonds eat your heart out. Look what that's doing with that fleck and that flash and that beautiful elevator of light popping through. That is an incredible sapphire. It's also September's birthstone, by the way. So that's a really, really good one. And that's only one, and that one's going to be gone. So we will get ready for, how about a Windsor pendant, or the most modern we've done in a gold quartz. And then also here's that bracelet a lot of you were asking for. This is 112-7833, and it's coming up on my wrist here. So I'll show you this one very quickly because the yellow sapphire, it looks like it's going to Jason. And then this is actually, it's a heart-shaped motif. Look at that. The 5 hearts going across the top of the bangle. Thank you. You want the yellow? All right. The yellow sapphire's gone. Thank you so much. This is, again, for a smaller size wrist in general. I normally, in bracelets, I wear an average size if it's not a line bracelet. I'll take a 6.5 if it's a line bracelet. So if I like a bangle, this one's a little, just a tad bit more snug. It obviously fits, but it's a tad more snug than I like a bangle. And so I usually like an average size. This is a little bit smaller than average. Is it going to fit an average size wrist? Yes. 100%, because it is right now. And it's got this closure in the rear. So you just literally press this button down and then it opens up. And you've got flexibility to the style as well, which really makes it easy. Now I want to show it up close as well. These are the most secure closures ever. You know what, let me just put it here for a minute because I want you to see the size again. And again, it's going to fit for those of you that want a little smaller, closer to the wrist action. Here it is. 112-7833 is 27 points in the diamonds. In those heart shapes, they're actually pave, and it's yellow gold only, and there is only one. So for those of you that are always asking for a little bit smaller than average size bracelet, this is definitely it. And then easy to wear. And again, it's hinged in the back, so it's got this great closure. And you just, there's a button right in the back. So you press that down, and when you do, it opens right on up for you. And then it's going to be that really easy, flexible style because it's actually got that great hinge to it. So it's a really good look. We're going to blow it out right now. And this one's just really, again, because they're never been taken off or put on before today. So that's what always is different about these. So I'm going to leave it there for just a minute, and then we'll show you the close-up on it. And you know what I'm going to do? Just blow it out for $12.99. And who got that yellow sapphire? Way to go. Hi, Frank. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much. Way to go. Nice job. Yeah. Okay. Like, we bought it, but we don't know what we bought. Here it is. There's the yellow. Do you want to see it on, did they say on the hand or close up? All right. I'll show it close up again. That one's spoken for. They know it's important to dial in really, really early. Okay. So coming up, that's our yellow sapphire. It's already gone. I do have a ruby piece. Color Change Speen is here. I had one fire opal pendant to show you as well, but this is the modern gold quartz. So we'll take a look at this one. Don't forget our amethyst is still here. Well, look at that. We've never had gold quartz quite like this one. We've had a number of them, but not this size, not that two-tone effect, not that great look that you see there with that huge size to it. What do you think? Welcome on into a big weekend ahead. And by the way, here's the bracelet if you want to see that bracelet one more time, just to show you the close-up of these clusters of 3. Then the link has that great ribbed design, so it's linked. And they're little rectangular links, and so if you'd like this one, again, that's the one that's $12.99. It's item number 7833, just to show you the close-up. And again, fits a little bit smaller than average so that you've got a really easy to wear piece, but there's that flexibility, so it's really easy to put on because all you have to do is kind of, it hinges, so it just opens up. And it's really convenient for that in that way. And then, of course, there's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different heart shapes made of those 3 individual diamonds each. So it's a really cool piece at $12.99. We do only have the one. And then we'll go back to our gold quartz, which is 7787. Take a look at this. This is a gold quartz with a lot of characteristic to it. It's a little bit deeper base color than they usually have. Sometimes they tend to be a little clear or white. This one's got a lot of color to it. And it's going to be, let's see, item number on this one, it's brand new, 7787. It's got a 541, so a nice big size. And thank you again on that yellow sapphire. Well done. Don't forget about our amethyst. It's still here. So I don't know, Betty, if you'd like something a little smaller, we can see if we have anything for you, but that is a good-looking, larger amethyst. And then here we are, and our Malaya Gents piece, of course, is here. But this is going to be our big-time 541 with 13 points in diamonds. There's one diamond bezel set, or rather burnished set on one side, and yes, it's purposely done in two-tone gold, and then you've got the two-tone over here, so really giving you the debate of what should I do with the gold quartz? I want to show off the diamonds that are set around it, but I also want to show and match that gold color that's naturally inherently in the stone. So you do that with a two-tone look, which we rarely have seen, and yet this one is going to be a looker. It takes that modern style stone. This is a very organic gem. We're talking about 2 really unique from the earth commodities like gemstones and gold itself, which is a precious metal. Gold, and a lot of people, it's a weird thing to talk about, but a lot of people don't realize that gold is also, it is mined from the earth. So that's something to keep in mind, that gold in its pure form, 24-karat gold, is mined from the earth. It's like when you hear about the gold mines, right? There are gold mines. They're very, again, you see a lot of different things that dictate gold pricing that fluctuates by the day. We're seeing record highs, of course. So getting a stone like this just makes it all the more valuable. And yet it's within a quartz gem. So we love that too. And it's going to be one only. It's $19.99 and it's brand new here today. So loving that one. And then we also have one of the best opals. Now, being that it is awards weekend, I did want to flash something very impressive. It's my dream necklace. It's my dream collar. And you know what, if I end up going tomorrow night, which I'm supposed to be here with you guys, but I'm also supposed to be at that show, so not sure what I'm going to do there. It's going to be tough to be in 2 places at once, but that is the piece that I would be borrowing, or unless you want to go ahead and take it, we can have that right out to you. But that is truly one of those pieces that you would see walking a red carpet, and it would be borrowed because it's worth literally tens of millions of dollars. So that is our emerald and diamond collar, and yes, those are big diamonds, and they are also big emeralds all the way around the entirety. Look at that. It's actually going to stop right here. There's a little bit of this link design just 3/4 of the way. Is that all? Just really giving you everything up front. Imagine that as your new piece with about 8 carats in emeralds out of Colombia, 18 karat solid gold, and a diamond weight that is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 8 carats in diamonds. So that's also here, and that's something to ask about. But then the gold quartz is $19.99. I want to try that on because you probably haven't seen this mounting. We've only had it, I think, twice. Once was with a tanzanite, and the other one was with a zircon of some kind. But again, the asymmetry is on point here. There's 1 band and then 2. So you've got the 2 bands over here, one with the pave, one with the mirror finishing, then the mirror finishing over here, that extra little dimple of a diamond there, burnished into the sides, and that is going to be a one only at $19.99. One of the better quartz stones, and yet even the quartz itself has the multiple colors within it, that deeper color which allows for the yellow gold to really show up, but then also that there's almost like a surface area where it looks like white gold, where there's some of the polishing meets the gold, so it's very metallic. Anyway, that's why we did the two-tone. It's really cool the way that looks, and white gold's not something we find in nature. That's the illusion of just the way it's coming to the surface there. All right, next up, we are going to do, there is a chameleon, rather a champagne diamond. I do have a ruby deal that is just incredible. It's 1120923, and when we talk about good rubies, they're not inexpensive. This one is a lot of everything, gold, diamonds, and a very important stone, 1120923, is our half-carat round Burma ruby. That inherently, just that word round, makes it incredibly important and valuable. There are hearts really everywhere, but they're not obvious because really when you see it on, from a distance. It's just a lot of scroll work around your hand and on top of the ring and the great milligrain work and the diamonds, but that's a 50-point Burma. So only the best in ruby, first of all. That's all we carry for the most part. I've had a couple Mozambique stones, but it's about Burma. We really pride ourselves in bringing the best. But also, there's 50 points in diamonds, and they're all around and throughout the ring. And then, of course, the negative space, the cutout detailing, the fabulous details on the sides. The edges have all that milligrain, which actually is a bead setting texture. So it ends up looking a little bit flashy like diamonds do. Now, this is going to be something special. We're at the bottom of the hour. We're already 1/6 of the way through our show. Just in the same way, we're 1/6 of the way through the year of 2025. I know, not to scare you, but that's the truth, right? So here's where we go and get you really, really special ruby, round. Rubies don't like to be cut that way. And what that means is usually they will, in essence, shatter in the process of cutting. Now, you don't need to worry about it. It's been done. Once it's done, it's good. So you don't need to worry about that. But it's very difficult. A lot of cutters lose a lot of rough and a lot of valuable stones by attempting unique cuts in ruby. And this one made it. It's the round. It's dazzling. It looks great. It is great. And yet, it's going to be affordable. We're going to try something here. I have a $2,499 piece. So what I thought we'd do is get you something really special. It's what we can do here to get you something amazing and maybe make sure everybody gets the chance to own Burma ruby. And you've got the 50 points in diamonds. I do want to show it on because there's detail really almost all the way around. The sizing bar is the only exception to that. The millgrain keeps going. That is a smooth texture millgrain. Do not worry, that's not going to be sharp or rough of any kind. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That is a gorgeous ring. I ask you, when you see a ring like that, does $24.99, I don't know about how many people are hanging out in retail that frequently, but look how beautiful this piece is. That to me is someone who does hang out in the jewelry world altogether, both television, wholesale, and retail, just because that's how you keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on. That looks like a lot more than $24.99 to me. Here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and drop the price to an all-time low. And this is with a lot of gold. Thank goodness it was made a while ago. It doesn't matter though. I'm willing to go backwards on anything and everything to hear the phones ring and make sure you can pick up something you love. I don't say, and again, we don't take values lightly. I never want to encourage you. I'm not the girl who's going to say, just buy it because it's cheap. That's not really. I've learned my own lesson as a shopper, and I am addicted to shopping, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I need to shop. It's where I get joy in life. Honestly, it makes me happy, and I think that, you know what, if you can do it and you love it, go for it. Do whatever makes you happy. If sailing makes you happy, do more of that, right? If reading makes you happy, do more of that. For me, it's shopping. I love to shop, and I gotta say, it just really gives me a thrill to be able to, we all get to do that together, and it does not make sense to get something that you don't love and that you don't really see yourself wearing, because this is fine jewelry. And at the end of the day, if you get a great price, you've got something that's worth more than that at the end of the day, but I want you to wear it and enjoy it, or give it to somebody who you know is gonna wear it and enjoy it. But this is a price tag that's gonna be tough to pass up. And I think with as much lovely detail as you have in the ring, it makes it different. I bet you there's not too many people that already have a ring like this. It's very different and bold, and we don't see jewelry made like this much these days, and going forward that will be more and more the case, because obviously gold is hovering around $3,000 an ounce. But here's what I want to do to bring this to an affordable level so that if you're already loving it, mulling over the option of paying $2,500, you get a better value by spending less, because that's what we're going to do today. And it's not going to be $1,000 for all that ring, all that gold. That is designed to make a big impression. Because even though we've seen a couple really incredible pieces under $1,000 already today, that's not normal. And you know it and I know it, and that is no faux stone or look-alike stone. That is actually the best of the best of the best in ruby, and it's a round, so that's important. That really ups the ante in the value of your piece. But now what we're doing is taking it less than $9.99, because I got to make sure it goes so that if you love it, you get the great value. You have to love the price and love the piece together. And that's what we make happen. So instead of actually getting a $9.99 opportunity, and that is, look at it, when you really count the hearts, it's really almost like unlimited, because they just keep on, it's like one is within another. We see probably the two top and bottom, but then really on the sides, you've got two more, some done in diamonds, some done in mirror finishing over here. Really interesting how the whole piece, even the outside way that you have these details almost looks like heart shapes. It's really, it feels very, very sophisticated and luxe, but it's not even $888. It's not even $799. You have the option of just keeping the stone and melting down the rest. You have a lot of options here for value, but this is also white, yellow, or rose. That's free of charge to change the gold color and the sizing and the shipping. And my goodness, I don't know about you, but what did I ship the other day? It was something really lightweight. And I thought, well, this won't cost much. I mean, I don't ship much anymore, right? But yeah, it was like $60 to ship something to another state that borders ours. I'm going, that is a lot of money. So again, when we're shipping jewelry, we can't lose sight of the fact that free shipping every day, it saves you a lot of extra money. I don't think we can ever lose sight of that. I think that's exciting. And I love that it's not for an hour here and an hour there. And by the way, this is not even $7.99. So you get the value really all the way throughout. Luxury is sitting back, kicking back, and getting the best delivered. In my mind, that I know that in life, I think these days, we pay a lot of extra money for convenience and to get things delivered. And it's worth it because if it saves you time or saves you hassle or saves you getting in the car and running around, fine. That's a great thing. The fact that we do everything in the opposite way, where all that convenience and that delivery is all built into a great value on something that you'd have to really travel the world to find the likes of, that makes it even better. And this is one I encourage you to think about because it's not $7.99 either. It is $777. And that's it. $777. And it's for one caller. So when it's gone, it's gone. But is that not a fabulous value? When you talk about important stones, they don't get much better than the king of all gems, which is important Burma ruby. Best source, best quality, best color, clean and absolutely transparent too. Looking like a red diamond sitting there, and yet it's going to be out of Burma, and that is only $777. Time to take it. Then we've got that necklace and Windsors. I've got a Windsor pendant here. Now, remember the 213 studs I had the other day for $68.88? Let me show you this, because in about 19 minutes or so, it's the top of the hour, and I want to show you, because the studs I had the other day, because they were so large, had a little body color to them, and they had a little yellow to them, and they were a little bit, you know, they were VS, but they just had a little body color. So do you remember when we had the 2-carat 13s? They were $68.88. We all remember that. I just want to show you my studs here today, my big studs. They're 3 carats 02. And these, I was thinking about bringing them up at the top of the hour. What do you guys think? Top of the hour. And I am not afraid to make sure we come in really, really close. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And please check. The reason I'm giving you this little heads up is because maybe if you've got a phone nearby or a computer or any kind of internet access, and you want to look right now and do a quick search on what you find in 3-carat diamond studs, please do. Please do. And check out the CZs and check out the lab grown too. Why not? If they're in gold, because there are CZs set in gold, and that automatically takes the price up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Look at those pieces and just take it all in, because those could be yours. And in about 18 minutes, we're going to show them to you. And I'm so excited about it because that really is the best looking stud earring. I'm going to make a bold statement. I've been here 8.5 years. That's the best looking stud earring we've ever had. And everyday wearable. And in a world when we live in synthetic and simulated world where that's all you see out there, I'm really excited to bring you something like that. So that's coming up. The ruby is here if you'd like it. There's a close-up on the ruby. And let's get to a very, very important zircon. This is one of my absolute favorites. Oh, never mind. We've got the new ring. I want to show this one to you. This is a very cool design. It's for my cool girls because this has a really definitely like updated. We've not seen it. Kind of almost Signet style, but with some diamonds and some pizzazz. Because Signet rings tend to be plain. And this is what so many of you have asked me for is, do you do anything like that, but with diamonds? This has chevron details down either side, diamonds up top at the plateau, 4 big ones, by the way, and it's 112, 7815. That's just a really pretty ring, isn't it? I think pinky ring, this is the one you add to your collection. You stack along with other pieces. You don't put the others aside and say, okay, I'm going to wear that ring, so I got to leave my other stuff aside. You wear this as an index finger ring. A pinky ring is where I would wear it. I'm seriously considering it. It's 21 points in diamonds among just those 4. So they are good sized diamonds. Really nice sized diamonds. 21 may not seem like a lot, then you realize there's 4 round brilliants sitting right there up top where they shout to the world. They're VS stones. Look at the detail in the gold. Reminder that it takes a lot of gold to do that kind of detail, to put a piece like that together, to have that carved chevron design going down either direction. And it's yellow gold only, so what you see is what you get here. And look at that, the way it keeps on going, keeps on going, and keeps on going all the way. And then look at the inside. Finished as well with an undergallery. Okay, come on in. Gold lovers, I was looking at gold rings with no diamonds the other day, and oh, are they just again, oh, they're 5 diamonds rather, 5 diamonds. So again, 4 bigger ones, and then they just finish it with that one in the center as well, just to make sure that it looks complete. And then you've got even the details like a little milgrain around that initial border. What can we do to make this a moment for any of our, just folks that don't need a lot of gemstone presents? Here it is on the ring finger. I like to start there because it's where you see every ring. So we at least start there to give you a real, size gauge, but also pinky ring. I could see that, thumb ring even, but that's really, look at all that high polish. It's got a nice gleam off all the surface area. It's not even going to be $29.99. This is one of those great designer pieces, new for us today. And let me just show it as a pinky ring here, because that's how I would wear it. I would size it to a 3 and just wear it right there. And what a great look. And there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of size to your pinky rings now. Doesn't mean they have to be small. We see a lot of that right now where you're stacking other rings with it and you just add to the stack, right? We see earscaping in earlobes. We see stacks and layering effects in necklaces and bracelets. And now, same thing happened with the rings. And yet it's not even $999, and that is one gorgeous new diamond style. Just about diamonds and gold. I know that's what I think a lot of us live in. We love the colored gems, and we love to wear those on special occasions, but what do we generally live in? What are the pieces you turn to every single day without fail? I think for a lot of us, it's our gold and diamond pieces. It's those signature looks. It's those, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you have plain. It means there can be details like this, but we're gonna do $888 instead on a fabulous newer piece that is just fantastic in every way for our gold and diamond devotees. That is a good one there. So let's check in. And again, this is very, very important. Make sure you can grab this one while it's here at $888. And then if you have any requests, get those in too. We're happy to help you out with those requests. And then we'll get to those fabulous studs, which I know I'm getting a lot of questions about. They're coming up at the top of the hour. Our amethyst is still here. Men's ring's still here. Other than that, I think everything else is gone. So this one should be next. And the ruby, I think, is still here. Yikes, we're not leaving that ruby for $777. How much does that, now remember, there are a lot of times that, and I know I'm guilty of this, so, again, what are you gonna do? I know there's a lot of times, especially with newer shoppers who aren't used to our style or used to what we do, because everywhere else you shop for fine jewelry, it's like, forget about it, it's 5 figures to start, and then you just go up from there. For anybody who says that just obviously can't be real if it's $777 for a ruby, this is fine jewelry at its finest. So again, there's other places to shop fine jewelry off of TV and off of, obviously in brick and mortar stores. But there's a difference between what we do because it's the finest quality, and then you bring that price tag low like we do. That's how we separate ourselves, because otherwise you're paying more for fine jewelry. You're paying little for fake jewelry and you're paying more for fine jewelry, and that's normally how it works. We just like to bring these prices down. So if you're thinking about that going, no, that can't be possible. I know where gold's at today. That can't even be a possibility. That's why when you try us, you're hooked, because then you see it at home and realize, oh my goodness, even better than I thought, even better than it showed on TV. That's the great way and the great chance to pick up, because I talk to a lot of new shoppers every day and they're going, I've watched for years sometimes and I just made my first purchase and I don't know what took me so long. But it's usually because the price tags are too low to match the quality, and a lot of people are taught to be skeptics, and we really will make you a believer out of you. You got to try that first piece, whatever it may be. It's a great one to try if you love some bigger individual diamonds. So we do have the blue wing block tees. I've got 2 today, just 2. I've got the big one, which is the emerald cut. That's a lovely one. Then we've got a smaller round. It's a 3-carat. Then we did bring out, I got the 224 today, the yellow diamond that we've shown a couple times. Got that one marked down for you as well. This is the 224, that really special yellow diamond in that brilliant square cushion. That one is lovely. And then get those requests in. We'll help you out. Lots to get to, but again, it's no good to show you just what I like and what you want, what I think you want to see. It's more fun to show you exactly what you want to see. And maybe that sphene, and that's a good sphene there in that decadent mounting. The necklace is here. The blue zircons are here. We have one champagne diamond, one. And it's a big size. 1-carat oval. Let's take a look at this. And the oval looks even larger because that's what ovals do. So here is, I would say, almost more of a cognac. There's a really nice kind of brown, orangey, golden. Champagne would be a light brown. Think about champagne that you would drink out of a glass. So that color is usually lighter. This is really into the cognac diamonds. It's 112-1596. And it's got pink diamonds. Yes, first pink diamonds and then white diamonds. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. Michelle's in South Carolina. Thank you so much. A brand new shopper with us. I was just talking about new shoppers, and she's probably been watching for some time and thought, well, what do I have to lose except the opportunity on a new place to shop for fine jewelry where it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, and I can, maybe get a couple pieces a year instead of one piece a year. That's really the fun of it. So, Michelle, welcome to our show. Glad you're with us. Thank you so much. And this is the 1 carat natural, all of our diamonds, with the exception of black diamonds, which are rarely here. All of those diamonds you see, yellows, pinks, greens, chameleons, the cognacs, they're all going to be natural. No treatment whatsoever, no heating whatsoever. No funny stuff, just all from the mine, from the earth, natural color. This is our 1 carat VS with 37 points on the pink and 72 points in the white diamonds as well. So all bigger stones, always impressive to see the big pinks around the edge. And then we did a little scallop detail. We did some rose gold and some white gold together just to bring out the rich tones of that cognac diamond. So it does stay as is. So it's for someone who does enjoy a little bit of rose with their white gold. And the cognac is here with that elongated oval shape, stunning look, and we're going to make this so easy. It is a $79.99 should be price. Taking it significantly lower than that, here's what it looks like on the hand as well. Take a look at that. That's a nice big ring. This is for my gals who don't mind a cocktail ring or cognac, right? That's it. It's feeling like that's the theme here. Cocktail ring, named after a cocktail, but it's got those really, really beautiful rich tones. And again, natural. So even more difficult to get a richer tone like this than it is the lighter. So that tends to have a lot more value to it because it's actually giving reds, oranges, and deep browns instead of just the lighter pastels. And we've got a great value that's taken it all the way to its lowest. And this is really, again, in the system, it's listed as a champagne. So again, what I just said about the fact that a champagne is a lot easier to come by. It's a lot more frequently seen. And this is still a diamond that is always, always rare. It's going to be on the ratio of, you think about 1 to every 100,000. 1 fabulous color of diamond, that includes all the colors, to 100,000 white diamonds. And white diamonds, we know, are not all that scarce. Good quality stones are, but not diamonds in general. The colors of diamonds are completely scarce. And getting more scarce by the day, by the way. So here's where you get that awesome size. 1 carat, the fact it hit that mark and is above that threshold where it hit what we call the magic size, that ups the rarity and the value. And it's that deeper color, which certainly does the same, ups the value. And now you've got a better value than $79.99 first caller on this one. It's going to be even more affordable. We'll take it down, not even $29.99. It's about as affordable as I get a 1 carat diamond these days. And yet we can't even do a white diamond for that price. It's not 29, it's not 28, nor is it 27, 26, or 25. Let's go ahead and bring you the value. I'll make it $2,499. We got 8 minutes in our number 1. I haven't even told you yet, but we have a rhodochrosite pendant. It's not the first time on the air, but it is the first time we will see it at a big value. So this cognac diamond will be one to go. But then also, just to show you for my other collectors out there, this is rhodochrosite in a round. It's actually a really good size, 1/3 of a carat stone. It's got the heart-shaped bail. This is coming up. It's been here for $79.99. Look at that. This is a piece that's coming up later. So if you're a rhodochrosite lover, make sure you stay with us for that. It's that pinky red, super rarity. And then here's the cognac. One more time on the hand we go, and then we'll see who's got it, $24.99. Just one, that's the one you get. We don't have any more. I don't have any fawns that are loose to work with. I don't have any champagnes that are loose to work with. We've had a collection. It was, oh gosh, when was it? It was 6 years ago it started. Was our fancy diamond collection was a first for us. And so it was the first couple of years of existence, we didn't have any colors of diamonds. It was all white diamonds only. And then we had to acquire them. It was not something that was collected in the past. So this is where, because most of our stones are actually coming from private collections that they've been collected for, they've been in a vault for decades. This is something we did not have. Anything in the pinks, the yellows, speaking of pinks, we got a big 1 carat pink as well. That's actually very affordable too. But $24.99 on that one. Let me know if you'd like it. And then we're gonna get to our top of the hour, the earrings that we're going to show you, the 3 carats. Again, I want you to research, because I did a little research. early this morning because obviously knowing diamonds a week ago doesn't mean you know diamonds today, because that's how quickly they are soaring in price tag. So I did a little research this morning on 3-carat VS diamond studs. Couldn't find any. Okay, they were less lab grown. Couldn't find anything above 2.5. So the 2.5s were over $160,000. So we'll have 3 carats for you coming up at the top of the hour that are also affordable for everybody. Make sure you're with us in 5 minutes. Do you know anybody who loves diamonds? Do you know anybody who has thought about owning incredible stud earrings in a big size, but just knows that the price tag is through the roof? We're going to help you with that at the top of the hour. I don't have many to go around. That's why I'm very, very concerned about when we get there. I think it's going to be one of those blink and you miss it deals. But if you have any questions or requests, please do get those in. We've shown you a lot of the jewelry already. Got a few more hours to go here. So let me know if there's anything you're particularly wanting to see this morning or this afternoon, depending on where you are. And this is our blue zircon coming up. The stone we cannot keep in stock these days is right here. And it's one of our best. Look at that. It's no doubt. That's a beautiful, beautiful exotic right there. That bright as can be blue, electrified. I don't know, those diamonds are popping as well. That's a good look. 6408, it's like just all of them working together here. We've got the fire of diamonds, the double refraction of zircon, the bright electric blues. It's unlike anything you already have unless you have a blue zircon, because they're so specific, they're so unique. And this one's an 805. And it's also 93 points in diamonds stacked. Stacked down the sides, either direction, looking good. Well, it's a one only, and it's going to be a very, very special price. $12,999 is where it started. This is one of our premier stones. It's from the private collection. Not all of them are. At this point, it's kind of what happened with tanzanite, as a matter of fact. Most of the blue zircons that we'd had years ago were gone. So it was just all the kind of the basic stones, and they were beautiful and bright, and they had a lot of the double refraction and all that we love. But when they sold out, and we went about 2 years without any blue zircons on the air, none. Zero. And a lot of you started to ask, do you have any blue zircons? I've heard about it. I've read about it. The Wall Street Journal had an amazing article about zircons about 9 months ago. And everybody was talking about zircons. So they kind of got, they were popular again in request. So we actually ended up diving into the private collection because we never want to leave you without. If you have a craving for something, we want to bring that. And we really work hard to bring you anything we don't have. I know rhodochrosite was one of those stones a while back. Some of you'd asked about. So we brought you some of those. So it's really something that we will work on your behalf. I know there are really wealthy, important people that have people on their staff. They have employed, literally payrolled employees that's their job, is to travel the world and buy gemstones. So again, we're kind of like that, but you don't have to pay us, right? You just tune in. You just tune in and you see what we found. And we will search the world if we don't have something. Well, something we did have, then it was sold out, so we ended up going into the private collection. And that's why these stones lately have just been so incredible. I mean, really bright, beautiful, exceptional stones like you're seeing here. And that's our 805. And we've got one, and it's time to mark this one down. It's been $79.99. Got a big value for you right now instead, taking it so much lower than that. That's what we like to see, right? We want a great value. We want a big deal. If you want to change that white gold to yellow gold or rose gold, we can do that also. But this is the time to shop the zircons, because once the private collection is gone, you're probably thinking, well, you'll just run out there and go do what you do. Get more. From where? There is no more. It's mined out. This is the family that way back when in 2002 and 2003 and 2004, when I was just getting started in this crazy business called home shopping, this is the family. They didn't have a network at the time. This is the family that supplied my network to with blue zircons. That's how I met them. Literally 23 years ago. The family that didn't have TVON until about 8-9 years ago, they supplied to places like where I worked and networks where I began my nationwide shopping career. And that is how I met the family that we know that obviously supplies TVON, because it is their supply. And that's why this is so specialty. And just again, one source for all these fantastic gems. And you're getting into the best of the private collection. And this one's not even $79, $69, $59, $49. This should be $39.99 best case scenario. I'm taking Super Saturday sale pricing. It is the 1st of March here. We want to have something with spring around the corner and think about all the holidays, and we're going to be getting warmer weather and thinking about seeing family and friends and celebrating holidays and milestones and moments. And You just want to have something really special in your collection to wear every day. Here it is, and I'll make it $2,999 only. That will be it for one color. There's obviously only one stone. It looks like an oval at first. It actually is a cushion, and it's that really important size of 8 carats plus you just don't get all the time in a zircon. One more time on the hand here for you, white, yellow, or rose gold. We take care of the sizing, no problem to size this one. Sometimes mountings can be complicated to size. This is not one of them. So again, won't be an issue if you want to take it up to a 15 or if you want to take it down to a 2, that's okay. Right now it's sitting at about a 7. It is just, look at that. That's just side to side diamonds stacked up, rows and rows. And I'm going to bring out the big earrings coming up in about, what, 30 seconds? Can we wait 30 more seconds for these incredible earrings that we have that I showed you that I want you to tell a friend or make sure that if you've wanted major studs. But listen, the 2-carat 13s were not perfect the other day because that's what happens with bigger diamonds. You know what we could even do? Do we have access to the 213s? I know that we probably do. They're still available. What I could do is bring out the 213s and show them side by side because some of you probably didn't see that show. It was a couple days ago. I showed the 213s. They were by request. We can do that and show you the difference because I think you're going to choose what I have that's new today over anything else. Even if money were no object, I think that you're going to still want to make this choice. And as we are at the top of the hour and we welcome you to the show, these are just dazzling. I've never had these before here. So this is quite, interesting that we're bringing something that we've never had. And you're probably thinking, yes, I've seen studs here. We have seen beautiful studs. I've had 1 carats, 2 carats, and most recently, the 213s. And now we're looking at something vastly different. And for a lot of you who are probably thinking, well, this is not a network where I see lab grown, right? This is not a network where I see faux. No CZs, no lookalikes, no simulated, no synthetic. Welcome to the show. We are going to show you rare, natural, amazing stones. Hi, everybody. It's Saturday. I'm so glad you're with us, especially right now. The 213s are on the way because I'm going to ask you a simple question. I'm going to put a very important $7,000 pair of studs up on my wheel, and I'm going to ask you which one you'd rather have because anybody in their right mind is going to 100% choose this option, which is not going to be $7,000. So here's what I would ask you to do. It's the top of the hour for a reason, but we only have a couple pairs to go around. They are, truth be told, not diamonds. They're not. Integrity and honesty, it's important. And it really is the foundation of everything we do. But we are a network that, for that reason, probably not going to dive into lab-grown, synthetic, simulated, CZs, lab-grown, which is pretty much all you see. If you did any searches in the last 20 minutes, you probably found that most diamonds are actually LGDs, which is lab-grown diamonds, or they have some kind of fun little frilly name that indicates they're not actually diamonds. Or some might just say, no, they are diamonds, but they're lab grown. So this is something a little different. We are a network that is dedicated to natural stones and rare stones and beautiful stones. These are natural, rare, and beautiful. The difference is they look better than diamonds because even the 213 VS stones I had the other day had a significant visual yellow to them, which is normal as you get into bigger diamonds because unless you have unlimited funds truly, you are going to get some body color to your diamonds. Even when they're great VS stones. Remember, there are 4 C's. It's the color and the cut and the clarity and then the carat weight. And, I like to think about the cost as well because if you have unlimited funds, you can go spend a couple $1,000,000 on 3-carat diamond studs right now. And you could have them custom made and you could get VS and you could get white as white can be. They're on a white background in white gold. Even what I was seeing this morning was synthetic stones like lab-grown diamonds were set in gold. A lot of times they will be to, also, keep them wearable forever. And yet the thing is that gold alone in a finding like this can cost you $400 or $500 now. So if you think you can even get a lab-grown diamond for inexpensive, well, no, because they have 500% margins. That's a lot. Plus, they're also really expensive in the big sizes. This is 1.5 carats each, and these are incredible, better than diamonds. I'm going to tell you that because they are just cleaner, brighter, and whiter, and than anything that I know I could ever afford because I'm not going to go spend a couple $1,000,000 on a stud earring. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. What if you were to lose one? Think about that. But I don't really recommend going lab-grown either because they don't have any value. So what is this? What could this be? It's not a CZ. It's not an LGD. It's a natural rare stone. And look at it. It's 1127800. That is called zircon, not zirconia, the same as we just saw in a blue. We saw a beautiful, we've seen zircons quite a bit. Thank you so much for bringing these out. And again, these are available if you want them. They are available if you'd like them. But I'm going to show you something here in the background, and I want you to decide what you want. Because again, the difference is, and this is zircon, which is double refractive. Let me remind you that diamonds are singly refractive. And I ask you here, obviously the ones in the front are bigger. Those are the 213s. I'm not showing you anything that's not true. Again, that's not allowed around here, as we have proven in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, we can't show you things that aren't, realistic in what you're getting. So this is where you get the 302s and the zircons. Now, out of those two options, which would you rather have? And I ask you that sincerely because I'm not showing you a synthetic or simulated. I'm probably not going to do that in my career. I've been approached many, many times to be the representative in the face of new companies that are doing a lot of lab grown and a lot of synthetic and simulated material, and I'm not ready to go there yet. I still believe that if you have the right connections and abilities within the industry, you can still make rare and exotic, natural through and through stones of value. So these are the white zircon studs. They are 302 in size. That's bigger than the 2-carat 13s you see in the background. I ask you a simple question. If everything were equal, if everything wasn't equal, which would you rather have? If you were spending $68.88, which is the price on the 2-carat 13s that I had just a few days ago that are on the right side of your screen, if there was a $68.88 price tag for either, which one would you honestly choose? Because I've been around jewelry a long time. I've been around jewelry since I was a 3-year-old in the downtown wholesale jewelry district, just because I had a mom who loved jewelry. She wasn't in the business, she was a teacher. But she also didn't have unlimited funds to spend, so she knew that being in Los Angeles, she could go to the wholesale district. And that's how I first learned jewelry. I was this big. So again, it's really, really important to just, sometimes you have to look at a piece and go, let's use logic. Which would you rather have? Because $68.88 is the price on the back right. I personally, I adore jewelry, and now I study jewelry, and I love jewelry, and I'm around it every day of my life, just about every hour of my life. And I got to tell you, I'm choosing the left side. And so $68.88 is for this pair. I would prefer you get the bigger, the brighter, the whiter, and just as much flash. I would say they look like flawless diamonds because those are VS, which is nice, but I still see some things in the stone. I don't know if you do, but I do. I see, it kind of depends on just your eyesight and how you're watching and what big a screen you're watching on. But I'm going to take those. And these are not simulated or synthetic. They are natural from the earth, diamond cut, beautiful, in the same baskets, by the way. They're in the solid gold, 14K white or yellow or rose gold. So now have we determined if there is anybody that wants the right side, the back? Please just know they are 2 carats 13 and they are $68.88. It's our best price. But for anybody who said, you know what, I think I'm with Lolo on this, I think I kind of like those better. Well, they're not $68.88, and that is the best part. Because if all was equal, I would take those. And they're big, and they're beautiful. And we have, Jason, do you have somebody on the phone lines thinking about those so far? Who is it, may I ask? I'm going to get real nosy here. Tell me. Lindley, take a look at this. I want to show you all the different things here. That's what the stud looks like if it were just a solitaire on my ring finger. I have the basket here, which is the perfect gold basket, post and butterfly backing. If you need screwbacks, let us know. Here's what they look like on. I think they're a little large for a second piercing, but you could do it. Here's what they look like in a primary. So you can see how that size, and I know I'm not focused here, so I'm gonna find out where I am, but look at that. So if you wanted to go second, third, I think they would work. You're getting about 1.5 carats in each ear, so you've got a beautiful look, and they're in a solid gold basket that I was downtown, what day? Tuesday, I was downtown. I was at my favorite wholesaler that makes findings. And the baskets for the earrings of a smaller 6mm size, these are not 6 millimeters, I'll get you the millimeter size right now. These are actually, they're $500 baskets. So just the gold alone is $500. Let's go back to the wheel. I want to show you up close. And call us early because we now have 4 people on the phone lines and I don't have many of these to go around. For the millimeter diameter, you've got a diameter on each stone that is going to be 7.5. That's exactly what I figured. 7.5 millimeter on each, so they really are large, and that is sensational. And they're gonna look like, well, obviously you saw they look bigger than even the 2 carat 13s we had in the diamonds. And if you would like them, and this is your go with everything, wear every day, I love that, yeah, you can get CZs and simulated stones for about $50 if they're in sterling. If they're in gold, they cost about $500-600, right? So even this in a simulated stone in gold would be more money than what I'm offering them for. Because truly what you pay right now for completely just cut glass is basically going to be the same if you set them in gold. We are not doing 6888, Tony. Like I said, if all things were equal, I would choose the white zircons all day long, and they are, hear me out, natural stones. If you're not familiar with the world of zircon, we bring you the pinks, we bring you the greens. We had a green earlier, started the show. We bring you blues, we bring you those purple pinks we love. I have reds every now and then. We have zircons. They are truly spectacular. This is like Mother Nature's loophole here to diamonds, and most people don't know they exist. So if you want a better than diamond because the double refraction, that's better. Diamonds are only singly refractive. You can have the most flawless diamond. You can have a flawless or internally flawless, and it can't do what the doubly refractive zircons do. They're not even going to be $6,000. And again, solid gold settings, beautiful big size. Before you go out, hear me out, before you go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a CZ simulant, before you go spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a lab-grown diamond, which at the end of the day has absolutely no value, none, besides maybe the setting. You would maybe, if it's set in gold, you've got about $500-600 worth of gold. But other than that, this is the way to go. Natural stones look amazing forever, don't fade or darken or lose their luster over time like some of the simulated stones do. This is not going to be $6,000. They're not even $1,000. It would be challenging to get the gold for anywhere near this, and we're going to do better than $9.99 because I would love for you to have these. We only have a couple pairs. They're going to sell out very quickly so far. We got a lot of people on the phone lines because, again, simple, and again, $68.88 for the 2 carats. If you want the 213s, they're here. They're $68.88. It's the best price we can do. But if you want better, brighter, and you don't want to resort yet to lab-grown diamonds like everyone else is doing, if you don't want to resort to simulated stones because the price would be about the same as these will be, this is not going to be $9.99. Get a pair while you can. I'm incredibly passionate about this stone. And they can also be not so great. They can also be improperly cut. They can be a little cloudy. This is just the best of the best we brought out for you. And that's why I have so few, because we had to really sort them out and only find stones that look this good. And white, actually, white or yellow, no rose gold on these. Or is that the diamonds? No, that's the diamonds. These I can do any gold color. Good. Okay. The diamonds I can only do in white or yellow. These I can do in white, yellow, or rose. And you got to get a pair. Or maybe there's that younger gal in your life and it's a daughter or granddaughter and you're just really, she's been begging for big diamond studs, but you're going, I am not going to spend all that money on a diamond stud. Get her these. They are so much more unique and they're just fabulous. And you got $8 million, you can go get the same thing in diamonds. You can get flawless, white, bright, D-color diamonds. But not all of us want to spend that on a pair of one pair of earrings that if you were to lose one, it would be devastating. If you were to, I don't know, I mean, give them and someone lost one and you have to replace one. Can you imagine? Don't do that. Let's get this, and Mother's Day is coming up. Oh my gosh, razzle dazzle her. All the moms, and boy, do they deserve the $8 million diamonds, don't they? But again, if that's not a reality, give the earrings that mom is going to be proud to wear. All the moms out there, please treat yourself moms. You never do. You never, ever, ever do enough for yourself. So all those moms, whether you're a new mom or you've been a mom for a long, long time, make sure you treat yourselves because moms are the best. And I'm not going to do $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. Great values. We're stretching here to get the gold for that price. We really are. But these are just an amazing value, and I so badly want you to have them. I'm going to make them even more affordable. And by the way, there's no limit. If you want to get 2 or 3 pairs, you can. But this is not even $777. What is the reason not to at this point? They are a mere fraction, and we got the best value on the planet on those 2-carat 13s. No one's going to top $7,000 on those 213s. But again, which one would you rather have? I would rather also get the better look and pay less, and significantly so, because we're basically at 10%. I'm going to make them $699. You're paying 10% of what you pay on the other ones that are here. Take a look at this. And that's where operators, please let me know how many you have. I got to keep track. And again, I'm going to show you the 213s and ask you a simple question, because the 213s are available and they'll probably be available. Because the question is, which would you rather have? Which would you rather have? I don't know about you, but I'm somebody who shopped with a lot of you for a lot of decades. I don't know about you, but I know which I'd rather have. The setting is the same. So again, it's still gold. You've got, I would rather have the ones on the left side. And by the way, what if I told you that it's literally 90% off? It's 90% less to get the pair on the left in the front than it is to get the pair in the back on the right. So I don't think there's a question here. I think you need to have one of these white zircon earrings, and they're just too limited. They're not going to be here long. And again, we'll get those out of the way because it's ruining my shot here. Honestly, I don't think there's any debating. And this is, once again, for those of you that are naysayers, for those of you that are going, I don't know, what should I do? These are not synthetic. They're not simulated. Those are two different things, by the way. We can go over that if you're not sure. Simulants are just lookalikes. Like I could take a piece of glass and literally give it a little rough cut and make it look like a diamond, but it's just glass. And then the synthetics are what you're seeing everywhere, pervasive through our jewelry world these days, which are actually, people will just go ahead and tell you they're the same thing, when they're not the same thing. They might have the chemical makeup. Obviously, technology is advanced. We can make diamonds in labs now. We can replicate what Mother Nature does and speed up the process and make them in labs. And a lot of people tell you they're exactly the same thing. They are not exactly the same thing because one has natural origins from the earth that took millions of years to develop under incredible intense pressure and heat, and others can be made in a lab in a matter of minutes. So there is a difference. And the difference here is that you're getting neither simulated or synthetic, you're getting natural rare stones. And they look better than the diamonds, and we specialize in really good diamonds. So I just say, I could literally, we could do a half-hour infomercial if we had quantities that were unlimited and just run it 24/7 and just sell those, because I'm such a believer in this. I'm not somebody who's gonna spend millions of dollars on a diamond stud. I'm just not. I think a lot of us probably feel that way. If you were replicating quality, if you wanted the same look in a diamond, you'd be looking at D-color and flawless diamonds. And again, those get in a carat and a half size each, those get pricey. Those do get pricey. I couldn't even find a D-color flawless diamond stud in a 3-carat size. I couldn't find one. And use the World Wide Web as your guide. You cannot find one. And if you were, I could certainly go have them custom made for you, but they are millions and millions of dollars. Millions, literally millions. So why spend that when you get the look and it's everlasting? These don't haze or cloud up or fog up over time like a lot of simulants do. I don't think that lab-grown diamonds have necessarily had enough longevity to figure out if they should not theoretically, but you don't know because they haven't been around long enough to really put them through the paces. So again, and you'd spend at this point from $6.99, you'd spend so much more to get the lab-grown version of this as well. You know that. I could probably find you some lab-growns that are 3 carats in size, that are nice quality, maybe not, flawless and D-color, but they're going to be thousands of dollars as well. So if you just want a big, incredible look, an impressive wow factor, sparkle that just goes on and on and on beyond diamonds, that's the way to go, but you're getting natural stones. So I just think that's like, I think it's the perfect stud earring. I really do. And if you want a smaller one, we don't have them. That's it. It's the only size we have, happen to be the big ones. So we're just going for we're kind of going for the impossible here. So they're really fabulous. Then we've got a tanzanite coming up. We'll show you that. Aqua here to celebrate the month of March. The rhodochrosite is here as well. And thank you, everybody. And if you're thinking about them, just get them and try them on. The best you can do is get them at home, see them in person, try them on. See how really lovely and bright and amazing they are. I'm a real stickler when it comes to quality. I don't really, obviously I'm in the business, so I feel like I've got to have quality jewelry at this point. I mean, it'd be silly not to. I would shop those all day long. I'm never going to get a pair. They're going to be sold out here in a matter of moments, but I literally, if it's good enough for, the collection of those who are, those of us who are in the business, I think it's really the best way to go. And if you never even thought about a diamond stud, the prices they're out there. Please take a look at what you pay on a really mediocre diamond. 1 carat total weight, SI stones, you still pay $7,000 or $8,000 for little tiny, not so great quality diamonds. This is the way to go, and you got to get them today, otherwise they're gone. So not something we can bring you every week. I mean, I've been here 8.5 years. We've never had these before, so it's important. All right, let's keep moving. We got a lot to do. These are almost gone, and of course, well, they're fabulous, no doubt about it. We do have a fabulous round as well. This is our round Lu Wing, 3-carat. I had my pride and joy here yesterday, which I probably shouldn't have shown yesterday, but I did anyways. We do have another 3-carat, so I know a lot of you missed it last night. Where were you on Friday? Was there something good going on? I hope you had a great Friday night. With you on Friday nights, now back again. Friday nights I was on, then I was off, now I'm on. So again, just a totally really cool 3-carat stone coming your way. Don't forget to ask about, the 2 carats are here if you want them. So again, 68.88 and those 2-carat 13s. If you'd like to get them, you may. But we're going to carry on. We've got a lot more to show show you. I just think that's for the money and for even if they were more money. Again, I said it earlier and I mean it, if they were $68.88, I would rather have those. If it was $7 grand. We're giving you 90% off that price and getting you the better value. So real quick look at a sphere here in a lot of gold. Oh, real quick, fire opal. I got the fire opal here. The fire opal is one only. There have been a lot of you asking for fire opal pendants of late. Let me show you the one that we have with a lot of diamonds. In the yellow gold currently. I'm going to grab those. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm glad you liked them like I do. It's a beautiful, beautiful set of studs. Now here's our red, cherry red. 112-7329 is a cherry red fire opal with a 321 size, 59 points in diamonds as well. And we're going to blow this one out in a hurry. It's got to go, and it's that bright, true, this is red. I mean, sometimes they're like a orangey red. This is really just pure red. This is like ruby. And it's a big size. And it's going to look bigger than 321. It's got a great size and length. I'll show it to you here on the hand here. Good bail. So diamonds by the yard, sure, that'll work inside that bail as well. So you can use your bigger chains, which I think bigger pendant, use your bigger chain. That's what it looks like from a distance, 1.25 inches top to bottom. Let's take it on over to the neckline and show you there. Red goes with absolutely everything, so feel free to just wear it. I know you're going to wear it a lot, enjoy it a lot, and get a fabulous value at under $4,999 as it's going today. We'll take it right back on up close. I have one only, because obviously any other one that I could do would be a different color entirely. That's that true pure red. And I'll make this $1,299. Just sending out, we got some big clearance sale pricing on these one of a kind. So got to go through a lot of jewelry for the next 100 minutes. We got 100 minutes. Let's get you the big values all day, and then we'll take a brief break and we'll be back with you tonight. So lots of great jewelry all day, all weekend, and all week. So one great value there at $12.99 and 59 points in diamonds. Honestly, it looks like more than that. So that's a beauty there. We're bringing the values today. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you saw earlier. We'll get to that tanzanite in 10 minutes, bottom of the hour, the halfway point of the show. We'll do that, and that's $12.99. Let me know who's got it. Okay, coming up. Seriously, Andy, how many zircon earrings do we have left before you go? Will you let me know if we have any left? Would it be wrong to reserve them in advance, or do I have to wait till 1 o'clock to reserve my pair? Because I really want those. I have never invested in good diamond studs. I just can't bring myself to do it. So, okay, is that left or gone? Gotcha. Fire opal, anybody? $12.99. Okay. Really? All right. First color on the next piece. It's our color change sphere with a lot of diamonds. Stacks and stacks and stacks in diamonds. So thrilled about this. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy March. There is an aqua. Of course, I couldn't start the month of March without an aquamarine. That is true. That is really true. And it's soon to be, guys. The time change is happening. More sunlight coming. We've got, I think it's a week from tomorrow. So, you know, spring is around the corner here. We're feeling it. And we got the beautiful green here of a color change sphere where the green is only part of the equation. You're going to get a lot of red there as well. Item number is 1127051. All the colors of the rainbow coming through. That's a cool piece. And nobody wants our fire opal. Come on now. That fire opal with as many people who have been asking for pendants. And we just took that big one down to $12.99. Take advantage, please. We're going to go ahead and do a carat 20 here. So it's a nice big sphere. It has the layered look, the stacked look. I've got one only. It's a huge blowout price. And when I move it a little more, you really get to see the dispersion. Look at that. 162 in diamond weight. It's one of our bigger diamond weights we have. I'm going to recommend leaving it in the two-tone gold. Here's why. It looks like you stacked. It looks like you said, I'm going to go out and buy a ring guard. A ring guard consists of 2 rings, usually, and then you stack them all together. So that's what it looks like you went out. Let's just use our example of the Wonder Ring. We do a Wonder Ring here that has, you know, a great diamond look, very stackable, but it'd be $2,000 to invest into the rings to go around your ring. We did it all in one. And there's a lot of people that say, love the stacked look, but don't do it. How many of us say that? Love the stacked look, but I can't put everything together. And then it gets too tight, and then it feels uncomfortable, and then nothing's fitting right. I'm not going to go out to a jewelry store and go get my ring size. Costs like $300 to go per size. So that's a lot of money. So here we go. This is all done for you. It gives you the stacked look without having to pay any extra money. As a matter of fact, the price on the piece is going significantly lower, and it's not even $59.99. First caller, one only, stays as is, two-tone gold, so it goes with everything else that you have. This is that color change where meaning the green is going to go to red when you're in incandescent lighting. That's what it looks like on. Does it not look like I just have 3 rings? But it's just so simple. You put on 1 ring and you're done. 1 ring, stacked look. That's one of our biggest diamond weights we do in the entire inventory without being a bridge, right? We see a lot of big diamond weights, but they're usually in bridge mountings, and that's how they get mighty, mighty, mighty. This one, no bridge. That's how it's all put together. First caller takes it, $1,999 for the one and only color change spin around we have left. That's it, $19.99. And any questions or requests you have? So we've got about 90 minutes left together. And the question I have for you is there anything in jewelry you're looking to see? Something you would like to see more than others? Something that you just want to see if we've got? That's a good time to get those requests in, because obviously we're going to get into that last hour. Things get really, really busy. We want to make sure we get all those requests in as you have them. So here we are, and that is going to be only $19.99. Okay, let's keep on moving. We got that cool necklace coming up. I'm vibing with the new pieces that we have that just look a little fresh and modern, right? You know, you don't have to have like a lot of money to get something that's really updated if you know where to shop, and we have something really special here in our Chevron necklace. Speaking of the Wonder Ring, this feels a little bit like what we see in that style where you have this cool V shape, and again, it's not a small piece. You're seeing it from a distance away to start because I wanted you to get a sense of the size. Now look what we added. Lobster claw closure up there, 3 adjustable lengths. You can wear it here, here, or here. That's 16, 17, 18. I'm going to take it on over to the hand here, and we're going to show you 112, 1742, a necklace, not a pendant, meaning it's attached to the chain, all one piece, very wearable. 20 points in diamonds. They graduate in size. They go from smaller at the point there up top to larger. And then you can see, I know it picks up some reflection, but it's all yellow gold on the left side, white gold or white rhodium underneath those diamonds where they're set, and the necklace itself will be in the yellow gold. This also stays as is, but it is two-tone, much like the spine we just had. So it's another piece that goes with everything. There's your lobster claw closure, and of course 3 adjustable lengths. Isn't that nice that that's built in? You don't have to choose. And even if you're only wearing 1 length typically, well, there will come occasion when you probably want to change it up a little bit. And having the opportunity to do that is awfully nice. I'm going to show you up close. It's a little difficult to show you up close here, but I'll do my best. That's what it looks like. And then there's the back. I would not mind wearing that backwards. That's a really cool style. Here it is up close. I don't know if that's going to balance, but well, look at that. It's my lucky day. It's going to be awesome. And look at those diamonds. See how they go from smaller to larger? And then, of course, attached to the chain, that's Rolo linked. Diamond cut, though. You see that up close. All that diamond cutting is fabulous. We are going to make this easy. And no longer, oh, no, not going to be $13.99 today. We got to move some jewelry halfway through the show. 2 tones of gold. This I could totally see layered, couldn't you? Diamonds by the yard up top, layer that a little lower, that V shape, down the neckline, so maybe even just, okay, I'm gonna say the word sexy. I mean, right, it is really beautiful to see these shapes. We see it with the Wonder Ring. It's a nice little nod to that. Maybe V is gonna stand for vixen or value, I don't know, but it's really, if you're a shopping vixen, you're about values. This is not $9.99, and 2 tones, so you put it on with everything. I'm not somebody who just caters to 1 gold color. So I love pieces that can tie them all together, right? So I'm not leaving them on. So many times I'm going, well, today's my yellow gold day, so I'm wearing all yellow gold, and the poor white gold pieces feel left out. And then other days you're wearing your platinum and your white gold and your sterling, and the yellow gold feels left out. I really like to have a piece that anchors the collection, that ties it all together. That's this piece, and it's not going to be $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. I'm over that. We're going to blow it out for $6.99 for the entire necklace, and that's it. We've only got 1 there, so whoever's going to take it first is going to be the lucky one that goes on their merry way and gets a very, very special piece. And don't forget about the zircon earrings. They're still here. And by the way, earrings tomorrow, convertible hoop earrings we've never had. Multiple ways to wear them. You can make 1 earring turn into, I don't know, 4 or 5 different earrings. So we're going to talk about those. I'll give you a little preview of what we have tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Make sure you're with us, March 2nd. I'll be with you morning and evening. Look at this. This is the earring we have tomorrow, just since we're loving diamonds, aren't we? Those are, yep, everyday fabulous, but there's multiple ways to wear them and you would never know it. I saw a designer literally do these. Their new campaign featured these same earrings, only they were $83,000, and we're not going to ask that tomorrow, so I just want to preview those are coming up tomorrow in the show in the morning. So I get 2 shows every Saturday and Sunday with you. So again, I like to clarify that morning, Sunday morning, make sure you're with me. That's this show, the early one. So yeah, part 1 of 2. But that's the, yes, that diamond earring's got almost 3 carats in diamonds. Anyway, there are multiple ways to wear them because you can remove the top hoop and you can wear them basically as a smaller hoop, or you can add the big drop, or you can reverse them. They are so cool. So lots of ways to wear the earring. So just like a buy 1, get 4, because it's just, I love the idea of getting all different looks all together. That's the necklace with the Chevron style, $6.99. Okay, we're moving on. That's like modern and fresh, right? That feels updated. Doesn't feel like grandma's jewelry. You know, nothing wrong. We love grandma, but you know, the jewelry from different eras, jewelry that was made 100 years ago, sometimes looks different than it does today in 2025. So you got a really special modernized piece, but I promise the big blue wing, 3-carat coming up, top of the hour. Let's show it to you. And here it is. And so there are 2 fabulous, I can't believe they're back to back. I can't believe this. So there's a lot of shows here that we do. And I try to stick to 1 show at a time. We give you occasional little updates on what not to miss. But I did not know that this stone was set up for today, because I can only I do 3 hours on the air every day, and now 6 hours on Saturdays and Sundays. So I take it 1 show at a time. But I got to tell you, last night, I know some of you were not here. Maybe some were. Last night, I had my 303. The stone I selected way back when, in December of 2018. I bet you weren't even a TVON viewer then, right? 2018, I selected a stone when the blue wings first arrived. That stone was here in a design that was near and dear to my heart last night. Today, we have the other match. This was the issue. There were 2 stones that were very similar. I had my favorite that I ended up choosing, and it was a 303. We debated. There was another stone that was very similar. And there was some thought behind maybe making 1 pair of earrings. I pushed back against that a bit because that only helps out 1 person. And I'm going to we want to help out a lot of people here at the last call on Blue Wing Block Ds as we're in. So this 3-carat, it's not exact, it's 3 carats instead of 303. So it's a tad bit smaller than yesterday's. We added in the bridge. I thought this was probably going to be our finale piece weeks from now. It's here now. Take a look at this. This is so good. And it's still museum reserve, 3-carat style, 70 points in diamonds. Loving this one. Isn't that beautiful? 70 points, 4 rows, bridge style. Hi, Allison. That makes me so happy. Oh. Sharon, that's so sweet. Thank you, Sharon. Do you know where she was calling from, or you just got the first name? Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Makes me happy. 112-7778. That's a stone. Now, the one I had with my links had smaller diamond weight. This is 70 points. A little smaller stone, but just barely. 70 points, and let's take a real good look. Now, not everybody does a bridge, but if you're going to try a bridge, this is the one to start with. This is that medium size. It's not too big. Look at that. My favorite angle, perhaps, because you get to see the cue of the stone and how that hovers right above that double row in diamonds. That 2 rows of diamonds go all the way. That's what we call it the bridge. The stone is hovering over it. You're going to see flashes from the stone itself. Then you get the diamonds as well. This is so amazing, is it not? Yeah. Oh, thank you. The fire opal pendant is verifying. I know our Chevron style necklace. Things are going a little after the fact today, which is A-okay. It's Hangover Saturday after all, so that makes sense, no problem. I'm right there with you guys. But here we go. So this is a special, special piece. And I don't mean I'm hungover, I don't drink. But actually, Tracy was telling me that I'm supposed to drink red wine before every show to help the voice. And I'm like, well, I have not heard yet. And I'm like, well, first of all, I don't drink, so that's the problem there. And red wine, when I did try it many years ago, gave me migraines, which it does because of the tannins. So yeah, I won't be doing that. But and we'll just get by on it'll be fine. But that's what Tracy suggested. I had not heard that, so that was interesting. I thought, okay. I think it was Pavarotti who did that, so okay, he knows what he's doing. Let's talk about this. The other day I saw Adele, and we share the same birthday actually. So I saw her at a game, a basketball game. She goes to all the Laker games, and so I saw her. And so we were talking about voice, what do you call it? Voice, the word is escaping me right now. Voice care. We were talking a little bit about that. So, but she was like, girl, I don't even do what you do. I don't do what you do. So she's like, you can tell me what you do, and then I'll take your advice. But here we go. And it was just cute because we have the same birthday. So that's kind of fun. All right, here we go. This is our 3-carat, 70 points in diamonds. Let's go ahead and blow it out. I'm going to make this easy. $69.99 should be. I'm going to come off the heels of what we did last night. We're going to make this really important and interesting and fabulous and all the bridge, and we love that look. But I got to really wow you, and here's how we do it. Simple and easy. This is stunning. I know everybody's going, I really loved that one last night. I know. I have to follow. That's a tough act to follow. Everybody's raving about that. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you saw it. I love that. Oh, you guys are the sweetest ever. That's really, really nice. Oh, thank you. I know I'm getting a lot of comments about last night's, and I know last night's was very special. It was very meaningful, and obviously the links. So we're all linked now together. If you saw that, you know. But this one I'm going to try to help you out with as well because it's our Saturday crew. Maybe you didn't see last night's. It's gone anyways. Let's do this. I'll make it better than $69.99. We'll put it on the auction block. We'll get it going, and we got to send it out. And obviously, this is really special. I'm going to go ahead and help you out with it. Saturday afternoon is here almost, at least on the West Coast. We're going to help you with this one. Start an auction, not even start at 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. And we don't have many to go around left in the building. So it's really a critical time, especially, listen, if you need a 20-carat, I got them. The one I sold Monday night was our 40-carat heart shape. Gone. We're getting down to that point. The 40-carat left the house. So we have a 30-carat still. There's a 30-carat round, which I adore. Please, if you want to see it, I'd love to bring that out. It's one of my faves. We have a 30-carat round pendant. But that's the thing. Most of what's left at this point are the really, really big stones. So they also get really, really expensive. And this one, not so much. Not even $2,000 to open it up. We're going to try something here. We're going to make it interesting. I anticipate getting a lot of activity. Not just because it's Saturday, but because, well, this is what a lot of us are looking for, those 3-carat stones. Let's make this really interesting, so fabulous. Let's go for it. How about we do? I know it's got so many diamonds. I know. I don't know if $2,000 doesn't look like we have it yet. Here's what it looks like on the hand. If you've never, this bridge is not my size. What is going on? I'm going to put it on anyways. It's going to be permanently attached. Apparently, I come with the ring now. Oh, that is not my ring size, but I just put it on anyways. How about we go 19, 18, 17. Okay, let's make this really simple and easy. How about, I know I wasn't supposed to go this low, I get it, but let's go $1,600 to get this started. $1,600. 70 points in diamonds. I don't know if I'm ever going to take this one off. Let me see if I can. The trick is, if you ever have a ring that's fitting snug, put your finger up in the air. So the circulation, there's Lola. Lola always likes to give me that consternation look when I can't get a ring off my finger. And she's like, really, Lolo? Come on. Lola, Lola, Lulu, Lolo. It's a lot of L's in our family. Here we go. 16. All right, let's make it $1,500. Let's go. $10 increments. $1,500. We like nice round numbers. That seems like the roundest number we can get. We'll do a $10 increment, and then we have Anthony's request. Cufflinks. What? We have cufflinks? King of the jungle? Cufflinks? I have lion cufflinks. That's fun. Anthony wants to see cufflinks. I love that. That's a great request. And I bet you people thought, they don't have cufflinks. We do. Yeah.
Can you
You got it, Sherry. Fire opal pendant. Was she the lucky one that took the pendant? Really? Sherry from Maine. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome Sherry from Maine. Let me go ahead and show that real quick while we wait for our open here. Real quick. This one's already gone, but she wanted to see her up close on her fire. Look at the, Sherry, one thing I didn't point out, look at the tapered prongs. Those really nice little points to the prongs there, that's already spoken for. Well done, brand new shopper here. Hi. What about it? We're opening the tanzanite. We're going to do it. We're going to get it started. $1,500. We've got it. You bet we do. This is really wild. And I know that now I've heard some people have their tanzanites. I get it. We've been selling them for 6 years. But I know we're going to miss them when they're gone. You know that old phrase and that saying where, you know, what is it? How's it go? We only appreciate things once they're gone, right? They're about to be gone. This is our really, really big moment. $1,500. 15. And we do have the open, by the way. We've got it. So we've got $1,500. It's a $10 increment. We're going to give it 2 minutes and see it out the door. It does need to be said, there was a very special round last night. It's already gone. It went out for around the same price. So 70-point upgrade here, bridge mounting, lots of gold. I hope this round is looking like it does in person on your television screen or your phone or however you watch. I don't know how everyone watches, but TV typically. That stone, we always caution this, these stones look better in person. They really do. There is no TV magic that can really show you what you fully are getting with these blue wing block Ds. They are so amazing. Now, Tim, I think we are, okay, so we have one bidder. That's it. Nobody's even verifying. Nobody's bid that extra $10 advance. This is just getting started. Dropped it and dropped it and dropped it and dropped it some more to get this one started. We did, but there's only this one bidder, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give it its last call now. Not waiting, although really, this is just getting a little silly here. 70 points in diamonds, almost 3/4 of a carat, and it's also the way that they are actually done. This is not an easy mounting to make. We see them quite frequently. I don't want to get jaded to the fact that these are really difficult to add all that gold. You have a 2-row band first, then you do another support system around it. This, again, looks a bit stacked without having to stack. You're not investing into 3 separate rings. You're getting one, and yet it is built like it's 3 separate rings, all in one. So it's really special the way this is built. Do we not have anybody else on this? Does that not look like the red neons, the beautiful brilliance, all of that? We have got a very special stone here, and we've only got $1,500, and there are lots of diamonds around it, and let's do it. I will give it a final call. This is my only 3-carat, though, and here we are in a round, which has such an amazing, well, you know there's a premium to that cut, always. It could be the most basic stone in the world, and a round should cost you more. It should really cost you more. And we are in last call now, 1:45, and it is sold. When that clock hits 0, it's done. Nothing I can do. Can't bring you another one. That is it. Aren't you glad we didn't make one set of earrings and only help out one person? At least we're going to get 2 great collectors tanzanite. We're going to get 2 amazing collectors tanzanite. Oh, and there's still a rhodochrosite pendant, by the way. Still. So that'll be the top of the hour for our noon hour. That's noon Pacific Coast time. That's 2 o'clock Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. Rhodochrosite. Oh, and aquamarine in a bridge to celebrate the month of March. Yay! 1 minute left. Should I try it on again? Okay, let me go ahead and put this teeny size. It's just, again, going to be a struggle to put it on over the knuckle, but I think I can do it. I already did it once, so what's the problem? Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at how stunning. See how it looks like you built 3 separate rings together? $1,500. Tim, you're turned around looking at what's going on over there. Do I know what the table cut is? Of course I do. It's a round. So the table facet. Now, I don't know if they're talking about this is like chef terms or restaurateur lingo. I don't know. But if you're talking about the table facet, that's the top flat facet across the top of the stone. That flat one there, I'll show it to you. Watch this. Hold on. We got a question about faceting. Tim said, I don't know what they're talking about, but maybe Lolo does. And just again, that's a size that I cannot wear. So just let me get that off my finger first. And here it is. So here is, Tim, what I'm going to do is hold it up at a certain angle right there. That, do you see what's lighting up white there? Do you see that? Actually, that actually has, I'm glad they asked this, that's actually slightly octagonal. Are you seeing that? It's practically round, but it's got a little, do you see that? How it's lighting up like a stop sign? Very slight. It's not a big, not something you're probably going to ever notice unless you do this on TV and put it on a big old screen. But do you see that is actually technically a little bit specialty? Usually it would just be a round. That actually is like an octagonal cut. Octagon means 8 sides. That's like a stop sign for your reference. We all know those. California, you just drive right on through them. No, just keep on going. You just slow, but you don't stop. Sorry, I've been burned by, you know, recent activities, recent scenarios. Oh, red lights, same thing. Yeah, just ask Max. Should I just tell everybody his name and then we can all just go give him a hard time? I'll go flood his IMDb with comments about he needs to drive more safely. All right. Let's talk about do we have anybody else want to go maybe 1510 or more? I'm just going to check things out here because, hey, Tim, who was that was so astute to ask that really good question? James? Is he thinking about bidding on the ring? Is he all okay? So James, great question. So again, and did I answer his question? Was that what he was talking about? The table facet, right? The table facet. That's that flat facet that's usually centered up on a stone. And usually it's the same cut of the stone. Usually it replicates that. That was a little bit different. That's nice. All right, so do we have 1510? Yes or no? The clock is out. And here I am talking about table facets. But it's important, and we'll get to cufflinks coming up next. You got it? 1510? Sold. Congratulations. Bye-bye. All right, so maybe everyone does have tanzanite. I hope so. I hope we're getting there, because I don't have many left. That would be perfect. Look at this, though. I know this is going to be an odd angle, but let me hold it up here. That is, in my interpretation, it is a lion. It's a lion that's going to have to sit on its side here till I go zoom back that camera, and they sit a little weird because that's not an earring. That's a cufflink. I have bought cufflinks many a times in my life, not for myself, but as gifts for mostly like friends of mine who are, you know, in the TV business, so they wear suits, because who else wears suits anymore? Grooms get married and they hardly wear suits anymore, right? Or right, tuxedos. We live in a casual society these days. So generally, though, my TV friends tend to wear suits, at least from, you know, the waist up, right? And wear cufflinks for that reason. And so the lost art form of a really good designer cufflink is still usually in maybe sterling silver at best. I think about so many years ago, I bought these Tiffany & Company sterling and silver cufflinks that I bought. And, oh, there was no stones in them, no diamonds, no anything, but, you know, big designer, silly me. I should have known better. And I don't know, I guess they should go this way. Should they look at each other? Should they be back to back? Either way, these are lion cufflinks, and they are done in solid 18-karat gold. I never thought I would see the day. And we've got diamonds and sapphires, the 3 points in the round sapphires. They have numbers 111, 8499. That's what they look like from a distance. I'll give you a reference point on the size. There's your traditional cufflink for your dress shirts and your suits and for looking so fabulous. Boy, that is cool, right? You see a lot of different cool cufflinks out there, but this is nice to have the lion in the 18-karat blue sapphire eyes, 78 points in diamonds as well in the mane and really throughout the face. And we're going to show you, wow, that's a cool look. The finishing as well on the inside is really, really well done. Look at that. That is amazing. We will certainly blow them out because obviously probably not the kind of thing that there's going to be a million shoppers for. but got to make them very affordable. Look at the detail, that brush finish to the gold, and then giving it the texture to really look like that, the flowing locks of a lion's mane. And we're gonna make this one, you know what, $69.99, yeah, good luck. There are certain times where I try to tell folks here that don't always know the TV side of things and shopping. Some things are just have to be a better price. Some things just are gonna be a little more limited or difficult to sell. Like some of the more unique pieces we have are the more, I'll just leave it at that, unique pieces. And if it is a, what did we have the other day? We had a sign. I saw a piece. It was a sign. It was literally the signage of a little town in Denmark. And we had to literally do an image search to figure out what it was, because it was clearly distinctively something. And it had all these different motifs and a little rectangular brooch. And it was literally the welcome sign of a town in Denmark. But that's the kind of thing that's not probably going to be for everybody. And it was like $10,000. So I caution that that might not be the best seller in the world because it's very specific. This is also very specific, but that just means that $7,000 price needs to come on down, and that way you're getting a lot of 18-karat gold and diamonds for next to nothing, and we'll blow it out right now for $1,888. So I gotta believe that's the only cufflink we have in the inventory. I did not think that we'd be showing cufflinks today, I must admit. So thank you, Anthony, for that request, because really cool, something I don't get to show every day. And I like that. And then we also have a very important top of the hour. It's our rhodochrosite. We will get to that beautiful aquamarine. We have more on the way. And again, any requests, they were a request. Cufflink, probably it was more of a dare, like let's see if they have them. They won't have them, but we do, we have cufflinks. So the great lion design here. Here's a quick look. I love this Windsor. So let me get you a quick look at our Windsor sapphire in a pendant. We'll show that to you very quickly. Item number 1127065. Glad you're with us. Happy Saturday, happy March, everybody. Only have an hour or so left. In part one of our Saturday, we do this again tonight. I don't know if you've heard, but we do have 2 shows now every Saturday and Sunday. So keep that in mind. I know a lot of you are new to that schedule, so additional shows here in the evening hours from 5 to 8, like our weeknight shows. So the same thing happens on Saturday and Sunday, and I get the pleasure of being with you now for those Saturday and Sunday 2-a-days. So here we go with the 89-point cushion cut. So just a reminder, we'll sign off in about an hour or so after we finish up with this morning's jewelry, and then we will have a quick respite, and then we'll be right back with you at 5 Pacific. So a lot of great things coming up in the evening as well. But 89 points in the fabulous emerald cut, and it's also diamonds around it. 8 points in diamonds, a diamond shape, diamonds pave, yellow gold. This is, sure, there's little characteristics to the stone. It's one of the rarest sapphires in the world. It has 2 colors of sapphire in one sapphire stone. It's only happened in one mine in Tanzania, the Windsor mine. And now we have half of that hot pink, and the other half is really a purple blue. Really stunning, and we're gonna make this easy. $39.99 it will not be. One caller takes it. Let me show you. I like to show you all the things. I like to show you the length and what it looks like on the neckline so you can see what it's all about. This is just one of the coolest though. Talk about a collector stone. Really bodes well for your wardrobe as well because it's got the multiple colors, 3/4, actually 7/8 of an inch. I'll amend that. That's 7/8 of an inch top to bottom, including the bail. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. And we're gonna make this so easy right now. The very first caller takes the Windsor, and usually they're in rings. So if you're maybe lucky enough to have one of those rings, or you're just looking for a pendant that's gonna have that kind of like, again, for lack of a better term, like a zoned effect, but zoning still happens in sapphires often where it's usually the same color. This is 2 totally different colors. That means different elements. That's what attributes to different colors of stones, are the different trace elements. So you figure you've got some chromium in the pink portion, and then you also, in the same particular piece of rough, you have some either iron and titanium or vanadium or maybe a mix of all 3 because of the way you've got those purple blues. So that's what it looks like up close. We'll make it $1,499 for our Windsor pendant. That is just unique. And then at the top of the hour, we'll see the rhodochrosite pendant coming up for you as well. There is an aqua, stunning aqua coming up for our top of the hour and top of the month, really. So we'll see that. Since we just now start in March, we want to show you right off the bat, we want to show you a really good version of aqua, that Sierra Santa Maria. Then we have more on the way with one-of-a-kind museum pieces. Let me show you this. This is, and we saw the white zircon earrings earlier You guys might remember the white zircons or those diamond-like stones. Here's what we have in a pink. So we've already had blue zircon today. Look at that. That's a rich, saturated, pinky red. Very impressive there. And that one's going to be a one only. It's item number 1125245. And don't forget our cufflinks are here. No surprise. Cufflinks are here. 1888. Let me know. Otherwise, if you'd like the Windsor, fabulous. I mean, rare, rare, rare. It's really the name of the game today. This is 5245. It's a 4-carat 22 on the Asher cut in the pink zircon. Looking so good. Then we've got green paraiba coming up next. So haven't seen one of those in a while. We'll see one coming up next where it's affordable. But first, the Asher cut, 1125245 is our 422, has 64 points in diamonds. We kept that classic though. We gave you almost 2/3 of a carat in diamonds, but really went with the halo and the diamonds down the sides, and that's it. So really just made it one of the classics. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It looks like a sapphire, like from Kashmir. Anybody familiar with that 100-year-old mine? Near the, it's the most famous sapphire mine in the world. It's been mined out for some time, over 100 years, but it produced a lot of these real rich pinky purple red jewel tones, which we love. And this looks like that, but more sparkly because it's a zircon, so it's gonna have that double refraction. And remember, white zircons earlier in studs ended up looking like $1 million diamonds. So that's it's a good trait to have. It's a really bright, clean stone, and you don't get all that, you know, magic happening just based on one aspect alone. It's got to be great cutting. It's got to be a beautiful clarity. Zircons don't just give you, it's not an automatic. You don't just get clarity from a zircon. It's got to be a cleaner example of the material. This one's actually going to be a huge markdown. We got the $39.99 price. You've seen that in the past. Now we're moving it down in price so we can get you a better one and make it less than $19.99. I'll keep on going. Let's move some one-of-a-kinds. Let's get you your requests if you have them. Make sure you let us know what they are. We will help you out. We can find, I mean, my goodness, we just produced lion cufflinks. So I think that it's fair to say we've got the unexpected. So challenge us with those requests. Let's make it better than $15, $14.99, not even. Let's take it down to $1,399. One caller takes it. That's it. Then I'll get to our very affordable green paraiba. And that'll be a lot of fun because it's really, really inexpensive for a paraiba. And then we also have some museum collectibles that happen to be, I've got an, oh gosh, we have the emerald cut color change diaspore. Definitely need to see that. Emerald cut Congo, which ends up looking like a blue-green paraiba. Some really cool museum pieces. Speaking of museum, this is just fun to show because this is not typical of a shopping network on TV. To bring you a collar like this. I may have to plan an outfit around this tomorrow for our Sunday evening because that, and then probably just keep on wearing it to the after parties because that is really something special, isn't it? That is, it's a collar unlike we've ever had before. Emeralds and diamonds, just stunning. Just wanted to share it with you because that's just not something you get to see every day. Looks like it should be walking a red carpet. So that's really impressive. All right, let's move on to our green paraiba. The zircon is here for the moment. Now, isn't this pretty? A copper-rich, ultra neon. A type of a bridge, doesn't look all that different than the tanzanite we saw earlier. This is 1126916. Is our air not working anymore, guys? It's getting balmy in here. The lights are going to go at any minute. I don't know. Let's see. It's one of those things where, yeah, I don't think the air is happening. All right, so don't worry if the lights go out. It's just for lack of cool. But here we are. This one is going to have to, hopefully the neon minty greens will just cool us down. But it's a 170 stone. It's the cushion cut and 59 points in diamonds. And look how big the center row in particular is. Center row is really, really large. And forget the fingerprint because, again, look at that. That's a beautiful larger diamonds. Then you've got the, yeah, I would say medium-sized diamonds leading up. And then you've got even these really cool squared-off prongs that come up and hold that stone. We're going to make this one very affordable. It is paraiba, so there's a copper content to it. That's very impressive. Beautifully done here with those diamonds leading up. And then what we're going to do is change the gold if you want us to. So if you'd rather have a different gold color, feel free to do so. We're going to make sure that that one, $49.99. Let's skip that. We got a big top of the hour in 2 minutes. It's rhodochrosite coming up at our big top of the hour. Well, whatever you did, you fixed it, Andy. Good. Just, it was getting, when it starts to get like 73, 75, it's going to start. Yeah, you know what the lights will do. Here we go. So thank goodness it's not like a 90-degree day like we had all week. That's good. It's going to be down in the 60s today, so that's much better. We dropped big time. But here we go with $49.99. Take it on down. We'll make this one, you know what, $14.99 on that green paraiba. And it's a carat 70, so it's a good size stone. Here's what it looks like on. So this one, look at that, bright neon. That's some, you know, it's funny, showing it in a bridge really shows off the clarity, doesn't it? Because you're seeing the way the diamonds are going to kind of fleck and fire underneath it. I love that. Look at that beautiful look. You still see that great vibrance coming through the stone. $14.99. You know what? Skip it. I'll give you another $100 off. Out to dinner on me. When you get that ring home, take it out. $13.99. Go ahead. We'll get you a really special moment there to take advantage with all those bigger diamonds in tow, that bridge style, and then get ready. We've got the aqua coming up too, the rhodochrosite at the top of the hour. Rhodochrosite's one of the rarest stones on the planet. We just don't see them very often. We really like the gemmy material, not just the rock specimen gems that are just cloudy and hazy and opaque. So we've got a gem quality, and it's around. Coming up at the top of the hour, don't forget to call in that emerald necklace. That would be probably much more affordable than you could ever imagine. Look at this. There is a big 14-carat tanzanite too. Okay, so if we're not done yet, I told you we have some of the bigger stones here. Let's just take a moment with this 14-carat 42. Item number is 112-7425, cushion cut square. There it is. That is a major 1442 because it's also museum reserve, showing off all the reds. We'll get you great value here. The paraiba is still hanging out. I know we're waiting on that rhodochrosite to come out to play. It's happening in about 2 seconds. We're just going to make this easy. First caller can have that one right now. It's been a $19,999. It is the top of the hour, so if you just tuned in, glad you're with us. We have one short hour left today. That's for our daytime show. But tonight, early, depending, late afternoon, early evening, I don't know, 5 o'clock to me is evening. So we've got a show at 5 o'clock tonight as well. I will be here with you if you weren't with us. That started last week. I love being on, all these weekend shows are fabulous. We really do have such amazing lineups on our weekend shows. So it's nice to be able to share more of that with you. So again, we have an hour left for part one. Part two's tonight at 5. So I'll see you then. Same thing on Sunday, morning, evening, both shows. I'll see ya. Monday, I see ya. So again, we got a lot of great shows for you, and that's because this jewelry, my goodness, do we have a lot? Boy, have we shown you a ton. Everything you can imagine today, but there's still more on the way. Rhodochrosite's coming up, but I want to give this a great value first, because if you want one of the bigger stones, obviously the 3 carats are now gone. That would happen last night and tonight. So now, today. So now we get to show you the 1442 with a 134. All we need to do is move that decimal point over, because it's definitely 134 in diamonds, all beautiful rounds surrounding it. And that one's going to be, let's change up the price a little bit, make it better than even $9,999. Got to send out some tansies before we go. And if you want the big cushion, the 14.5, the museum reserve, here's what it looks like on. Then we will get to that rhodochrosite pendant. Can't wait. Here we go with the big, big, big cushion cut square. That's a razzle-dazzle-me gorgeous stone right there. We're going to make it better. 89, 79, you can skip it all. We are just blowing out the last of the last. They've got to go. They will go. All the 3 carats are gone. Let's make this one $69.99. One caller only if you really want a prominent but wearable, right? We can go up to 20 and 30 carats too. Again, the 40 carat is gone as of Monday night. Had that, you said farewell to a beautiful heart shape on Monday night that was 40 carats in size. Now we have the largest I have is a 30 carat round, but that's still a pendant, not a ring. This is about, I don't know if you want to go much larger than that in a ring. This keeps it nice and wearable for you. It's a beautiful square cushion, so it does also, it makes it, you know, really just kind of sleek and makes it really wearable as well. All right. $69.99. That's a great value. It's really nice. And then what we're going to do is show you the rhodochrosite. It's our big top of the hour here for you and our last call on this part one of our Saturday. We have totally different merchandise, though. I will say pieces don't stick around show to show. That's kind of the whole thing here, is that we have one-of-a-kind items, so very little. It's not like you can just shop on Going or get on our app later and go shop it there. There is no such thing. So I really recommend, again, I don't mean to say, hey, there's a show later, just wait on these items. That's totally different ideas every show. So keep that in mind. And for example, here's our round rhodochrosite that is going to be 112-7174, and that is a platinum piece with a stunning round, and it is a 33-pointer. On the rhodochrosite, there's something to keep in mind about the stone, and I know that it's not the everyday, we hardly ever have them, and we specialize in rare. So there needs to be something that we just kind of give you a headline about, and that's just why I came in close. This is gem quality, and getting gem quality rhodochrosite is a very different experience. Even if you were to find, and I was at Tucson a couple weeks ago for I was there for about 22 hours, 21 and a half or so, and got a chance to go look at some rhodochrosites. They're mostly gem mineral specimens. They look like little pinky brown rocks. That's what they look like. They're not of jewelry grade. They're not of gem quality. It just looks like brownish, pinkish rock. There's no clarity. There's not even an ability to facet it because it is not gem quality, so you can't typically facet it. And yet it's still collectible and still rare. Any gem collector would do about anything to get one of those rhodochrosite specimens in to their collection. The fact that this is gem quality, faceted, third of a carat, round, then we have loaded with diamonds here, 77 points, and the diamonds actually have 70, Tony, on this one. 70 points is what I have, so we'll correct that. And then here's what I'm going to do. And it has been on the air before, and I showed it to you, $79.99. So what we can do is change it up a little bit, because that's why I was letting you know what's coming up, reminding you that there's just, again, we watch a lot of shows here and don't usually see rhodochrosite. It doesn't happen every day. So what we need to do right now is make this a lot easier, because now the job is to not just show it to you and tease you with it and say, hey, here it is. It does no good to bring you the rarest in the world if it can't be affordable. If it can't be in that price range that you and I seek, so that we can say, not only have I seen one, but I now own one. There's a little heart-shaped motif to the top. That's your top bail in pave. Then you've got the double halo around that, and this beautiful, bright as can be. I mean, it's got to hold up next to some bright pinks and reds here, and it's doing it. It really is. It's happening. Look at that. That's what's so unusual. It's usually just cloudy, opaque, hazy, and bleh. Technical term, bleh. B-L-E-H, bleh. Sometimes it's B-L-E-C-H, but this was just B-L-E-H, like bleh. It's not that great. And yet this stone is a total rock star. Let's show it on the neckline. They're never in large sizes. Gosh, I'm trying to think, what's the largest rhodochrosite facet that I've had here? It's been maybe a 97 pointer. I had a light 1 carat. So very unusual to get that. That's just to give you an idea of what it looks like from a distance away. Let's go back up close and get you a better value than even $79.99. That's where it's been. I showed you the information. I feel like I'm crowding it a bit, but I did want you to see the clarity. That's just, it's so important to show you the clarity, the cutting, the beauty of that stone, the big diamonds it has around it. How about we put it on the auction block? It's one way to ensure it gets a home. That's how you do it. Auction it off and start really crazy low, like not 5,000 low. 4,000 might get a little more interest. 3,000 is going to get the lines lit up. If I go to 25, it's all over. That's going to be one for the ages. And this is the round that is so stunning. Let's do better. And if I can set a new record on rhodochrosite, somebody contact the Guinness Book, because I'm there. What did I hear on the radio? I kept hearing on the radio because I had to listen to the radio because I was in a rental for the last 2 weeks. So I didn't have my satellite radio, which I love. And so I was listening to radio. And what was interesting was there was some pancake record that was going to be set today. Yeah. It was probably here or in Chicago, but I think it was here. And there were going to be like some 20,000 pancakes made to try and set the record for pancakes made in one day. So it was happening here in Southern California. So now I'm thinking, well, this is going to be our own little record setter here. Not 2,000 to start, not 1,500 to start. A bright, beautiful third of a carat rhodochrosite, and it's going to be $1,000 to start the bidding. Let's do that. $1,000. $1,000. And then, my goodness, Rebecca said, I bet you don't have Grandidierite. Not only do I have it, Not only can I pronounce it, but we have a really rare 114 Grandidierite that's here. That's coming up too. Gosh, welcome to the museum. The museum is open on this Saturday morning, and here we go. So, or afternoon now. It's afternoon. All right, it's afternoon for all of us. All right, so no open on that one? That's okay. We have Rebecca saying, show me the largest Grandidierite we have. We've only had small stones in that material. I just debuted these probably maybe 2 years ago, and there was nothing left except this one. And this is the big one. So we'll try to get this one down under $30,000 for you, Rebecca, or she just probably wants to see it. That's the fun part, is you can just make a request, we'll show it to you, all right? Just show you, bring you the museum right to your home. This rhodochrosite only comes from one place in the world. I am not going to leave that there. I just want to say something really quickly. Top of the hours here. We only have a short amount of time left in our part one of our Saturday. And so I just want to remind you, still have pieces here to show you. Still have the aquamarine on the way. If you do want the rhodochrosite, the Sweet Home Mine material, it's only in Colorado. It's the only source in the world for it. We're going to just go ahead and price it really quickly, and it's $9.99. First caller can take it. I'm giving it away quite truly because the 70 points in diamonds is worth more than $9.99. So the rhodochrosite, which is worth, really, you can't put a price tag on it when it's not available out in the world, that's worth more. So for $9.99, because sometimes you got to get in that mode of moving jewelry no matter what. That's what we're doing. So again, last call on the show. Can't be sitting here with jewelry here left available at the 1 o'clock hour. So this is the rhodochrosite now at $9.99. If you'd like to go ahead and capture that for your collection, and here it is again. Because again, this is that beautiful piece right there. Also, we're going to show the Grandidierite. That's very exciting. And then please promise me that you're not going to be scared away, because I'm showing you some of the world's rarest. We're still going to show you beautiful aqua out of the Sierra Santa Maria mine. We've got mandarins, we've got yellow diamonds, we've got anything else you want to request. I think we've shown you we can bring out just about anything you can imagine today. But if you want that rhodochrosite, 70 points. I know this is rare. I know a lot of you are going, I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it comes from. Hopefully we've given you some insight. But most of the material, and I wish I had a photograph, but they're not really keen on everyone taking photographs in Tucson. You got to understand why. There's a lot of rarity there. There's a lot of important people there, and it's the gem world. So it's, it's one of those, big time rarities, right? Same reason you can't usually take a lot of photos in museums, right? But the rhodochrosite specimens that were there, little just rough rock material, thousands and thousands of dollars for stones that literally could never be faceted into the gem material you see here. So it's important, and you had to start with a larger piece of rough, which it rarely achieves. It's interesting, we know that a lot of these stones, especially pinks and reds, are the most highly valued in the world. That's a fact. It's any gem family, the red is always the most important. We think about red diamonds, considered the most rare stone in the world. That is truly, again, along those lines where it's got those red and pinks, but there's a usually limited size you get. Think about it. Rubies don't come in big sizes. A lot of pink stones, pink sapphires don't come in big sizes. Red beryl, another one of the rarest stones in the world, doesn't come in big sizes. It's the reds and the pinks, and usually it is that continuous chromium that colors them that doesn't allow for big crystal sizes to grow. And in this case, not usually clean either. So first caller gets it, it's still here. All right, so now I'm just gonna flash this. Let me know if you need the rarest stone we have here. Arguably, this is one of them. We've got other stones that are put together, like the emerald necklace or the paraiba bracelets I had for you last night. I had a Brazilian paraiba bracelet, it was gorgeous. And those are all, big money. This is also, well, it was big money. It isn't going to be today, so that if anybody does want to have one of the rarest in the world, you got a chance to pick it up for a fraction of the price, and that is Grandidierite. It's item number 1115905. I debuted them here several years ago. We had, I think, 16 stones. Everything had sold except for this big one because, well, it was $39,999. The item number goes way back. I'm not sure. There it is. It's our carat 14 private collection. It does have a 196 diamond weight that is known as the saddle ring. This is the large saddle ring, by the way. It's the big one that we do, and that is really impressive. But also, it's just, again, a fabulous color. So most of the Grandidierite are also a really pretty teal color. This has more green to it. So that in and of itself makes it a lot more collectible and rare. So it's just exciting to have, and yet one of our rarest. And also some things to keep in mind about this stone, not that it's just, it usually is that more teal color. As you do get more green, gets far more rare. We know that. It's rare. We're talking about discovery that doesn't go all that far back. It is Madagascar, but it was only discovered in 1902. So in the gem world, that's pretty young. The most gems have been around for far longer than that. Also, just want you to keep in mind, it's got durability. Most rare. Museum caliber, exotic stones are the ones you do not wear in jewelry because they are far too soft. The second you wear it, you hit it once against the table, the keyboard, the steering wheel, it's done. This one's a 7.5. 7 or up is considered daily wear. So anything that's most stones that we show you are 7 or up. 7 to 10, 10's the max on the scale. The 10 is the diamond. The only stone that has a 10 on the most hardness scale is diamonds. Sapphires and rubies are right below that at 9, and then everything else is usually in that 7 or 8 kind of Mohs hardness scale, as we call it, Mohs, M-O-H-S. This one's a 7.5. Most rare stones, like even the rhodochrosite, that's why it was in a pendant. The rhodochrosite is softer. The rhodochrosite is something that you don't often wear as a ring every day, so that's why the pendant, having the pendant was so brilliant. Look at this one. This one's got to go. It's not going to be $39,000. It's a request, but you don't need to be the one that requested it. Usually they're bluer because they contain iron. That's the difference here. This is that beautiful green, and I would say a pretty true green here, but not too dark. And trichroism is a factor here, really distinguishes it. This is important. And there usually can be a really, really light color. There are light colors that are sometimes clear or colorless, not what you want. You want the blues, the greens, and ultimately the greens are the best. And here's what we'll do. It's extremely rare, so unusual to have one over 1 carat. And we're gonna blow it out right now for $69.99. Done deal, one caller, great request. Because even if you're not purchasing it, you get a chance when you tune into our show, you get a chance to see things that maybe you have not seen before. Or even if you're a gem shark and you've seen them before or heard about them before, you probably haven't seen too many. And if that was the case, it's probably rare to see one over 1 carat size. And here's where you have that too. Let me show it to you on the hand here. It's got great finishing, super comfortable. Again, we do a mid-size saddle ring. This is the large version. That is no small ring, but it's comfortable. Built solidly from the inside out, covered in diamonds side to side, $69.99, only one there. Let's keep moving. And aqua's here. Let's go. The best of aqua. If you're going to show an aqua on March 1st, and we always are very selective. We bring you the Sierra Santa Marias that we love. But I've got the ultimate level. And by the way, if anyone takes that rhodochrosite, let me know. I'll let everybody else know where we are at. And now we are ready to go with this. The Grandidierite's here, of course. It's just, again, one of those show and tell pieces, right? But we did take about $33,000 off the price. So that's fair. And then here we go with the big aqua in the bridge. This is fabulous. Sierra Santa Maria material. Item number is 1127361. Let us know final requests for our last 45 minutes of part 1. And again, do not wait because all of these beautiful pieces for our part 1 of our Saturday are going. And they're going, well, I think about all the pieces that have just left us here from even hour number 1. Just in the last 10 minutes, a lot of pieces catching up here. So we are really, really moving through all this incredible jewelry. And this is the one we've been waiting on to display for the first of the month here, that 2.5 carat Sierra Santa Maria Aqua, where you're gonna see the diamonds. Look at that. Take a look at the center stone though. Obviously you see the diamonds on the side, but what just happened to that center aqua? Beautiful bright sky blues, but all the brilliance of the diamonds, that's because they're running underneath, and that's what you get to see. Look at that. Prismatic. That looks like a blue diamond because it's got, I'm counting every color of the rainbow. Do you see red, orange, yellow, blue, violet, indigo, greens? They're all there. It's happening in the aqua thanks to the diamonds. Not a brilliant stone on its own, but it is when you set VS diamonds underneath it with a carat 22 total there and any gold you want and any size you need as well. But now it's time to get a roll on the last 43 minutes of our first part of Saturday. So again, congratulations if you get the Grandidierite or the rhodochrosite. $9.99 for the rhodochrosite, $7,000, and really, we took $33,000 off that Grandidierite, so the grandest of them all on several different fronts there, stone rarity-wise and price-wise. But now, Aqua lovers, here it is. This one's been on our air before. It's been $69.99. We got to bring it down. March is here. If you celebrate a birthday this month, first of all, happy birthday. Celebrate all month long. Tony, I'm talking to you. He's got a birthday on the 16th here. But we are so excited about this one being here because it's the best representative we have of aquamarine, and you're not going to find it just anywhere you go. Aqua, yes. Any good jewelry store is going to have aquamarine. But finding Sierra Santa Maria, auction houses, museums, those are really estate sales sometimes, but usually those would be estate auctions as well, where you pay dearly for aquamarines like this. Let's go ahead and rock and roll, shall we? Take a look. I'm going to make it a lot better. I just had a Grandidierite for $7,000. So if you think I'm going to just make logic out of getting an aqua for that price, not going to happen. Let's put it on the auction block. Let's make sure we get it out the door. The rhodochrosite is verifying, by the way. The Grandidierite is verifying. And now we have Sierra Santa Maria, and it's not just the color of, it's actually genuinely from that mine. Genuinely from that mine. Nobody else has that, except for a couple auction houses, and I've been at them. And I'll tell you, they're $60,000 and $70,000 per carat. So that'd be $150,000 at least for that stone. I say, you don't need to go to an auction house. You don't need to leave your house. You don't need to even move a muscle except to pick up that phone and dial in and let me know if you want to start the bidding at just $3,500. Let's go halvesies. Make it interesting. And we got big tanzanite still. 14 karat, sure. You can have that. Or we have a 13 karat 12 in an emerald cut. $3,000, $2,500, a $10 increment, please. That's all we need, but we really need an open. So we just need to go lower to get this going. That's all we got to do. Tim, what are you picking up over there? I thought so. Do they like the two-tone gold? Good. All right, 25, nothing doing. So when we talk about values and we talk about mountings, and I know we've seen a couple bridge mountings today, this is one of the bigger bridge mountings with the carat 22. That's what it looks like on the hand. You can see very wearable, not 25. Look at the crisp, clean, bright saturation of that aqua. The aqua is ideal, in a word. That's the only way you really describe that one. Best aqua out there, let's make it easy. $2,000 to get it started, and then I'm gonna need some requests because I've shown you just about everything we had planned for the whole weekend. So we've been running through a lot of jewelry here. Any questions or requests you have, I'm gonna have to be putting together something new for you for our nighttime show. This is what we have in the aqua, best of the best, bridge mounting. Love that you see the diamonds through it as well. How about a $10 increment? But again, doesn't matter till we get the open. We're still looking for that open at only $2,000 for a really good aqua and a lot of diamonds. You want to see a cool opal? Just for fun. We've seen Grandidierite and Cufflinks, and why not look at our $300,000 opal? That's for real. Beautiful brand new opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. It's almost 10 carats. Great looking stone. Not inexpensive, but you know, it's a good one. And then we also have a really stunning, this is our Blue Wing Block D, Esmeralda. That's an emerald cut. That is very attractive. There's a lot of reds in that, and that's not even in focus yet. So we've got tansies, we got yellow diamonds. Let me know if you want the aqua. First caller can have that one for $2,000 to open. All right, so let's keep moving because we got, again, delayed reaction on some of these auctions. That's okay. We want to show you what you love. We've had, I would say, the diversity of this show in only the 2 hours and 21 minutes that I've been on the air with you. I would say the diversity is second to none. This show has felt probably more diverse in what we've brought than any I've ever done here, and that's literally thousands and thousands of shows. So make sure you dial in. Now, what I have here is a little, I happened to compile some museum pieces earlier. And I do want to share them with you, but there's going to be a couple of them up here together. That way we can save on the airtime a little bit and just show you our best kunzite, our best color-changing diaspore, which is a huge emerald cut, and a huge Congolese blue-green tourmaline that looks like a paraiba. I'm going to throw them on the wheel gently, and I'm going to let them go. so that we're going to give you a really cool value on these favorites here. Now, this is not for the faint of heart, and if you'd like this aqua, just do it for $19.99. Don't tell anyone I did that, but just take it. And then here we go with this one. Blue-green, yes. Congo, yes. And stunning emerald cut. Then I have the fabulous diaspore emerald cut right here. There are, now I really hesitate to show you museum pieces up here with one another. Especially when this one needs polishing. Let me see if I can just give it a quick polish here and we'll be good to go. Yep, done. So 2 other stones we haven't seen as of yet today, because I want to make sure that we show, maybe this is the day we show every stone we carry in one show. I've already had Grandidierite. That's going to be one of the, like the tough one on the bingo card, right? And we've had rhodochrosite. So maybe today's the day we can show you every stone that exists in our inventory. Now we're getting Congolese blue-green and the diaspore that changes color, and they are $79.99 pieces. And that diaspore, you know what, Skip? I'm sorry, Congo. I just have to show this. This is too good. Let's just focus on this one, and I promise I'll get it the new crazy low under cost price. That's going to be, you've heard of BC, we're going to go UC here for the rest of the day. It's going to be under cost on everything. Under cost, everything's got to go. Everything, 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 everything. So, you ready? Come on in. Have that phone in your hand. Have it ready to go. Maybe start dialing that phone number. Get registered if you're not already. We're still giving you free money if you're not registered, so you can get free money to use on your first purchase. Here we go. Free money. Love that idea. So $77.25 is the item number here. This is private collection diaspore. So most of what we have these days is private collection because it's so darn pricey to go out and buy things right now. We had our representatives in Tucson. I was in Tucson for 21.5 hours, and yet the prices were like five and 6 times what we offer stuff for. So not always economical to go buy stuff in wholesale and turn around and sell it to you, because it's just the prices that we have, which makes sense. If you bought something 100 years ago, it's probably cheaper and worth more now and was cheaper then than it is now. That's what we're doing. We're going into a lot of the private collection to try and save you money, because buying stones today is downright expensive. You only hear about gold and diamonds, but all the gems that are out there, and that's wholesale. I'm not walking into like a Rodeo Drive boutique and buying that and turning around and selling it to you. Our stuff's better anyways. It's better. I don't know when you walk into any store in Rodeo and get a private collection color change diaspore. But that's how we're getting around the pricing today for the time being. I mean, obviously that can't go on forever. When we run out of stones, we run out of stones. We'll have to figure something else out. We'll probably sell other things. But the jewelry is limited. The gemstones are limited. And so you have a rare, rare moment here, an opportunity to really take some of our best of the best before they are gone. And I mean for good. And that's the 1151 color changing diaspore that goes, and it's already showing you what it's doing. It's giving you a nice little heads up. I'm seeing pinks already, but it's an 1151. It's got 80 points in diamonds. We're not leaving any jewelry here tonight. Today we got 35 minutes left. 35 minutes. Let's make this Saturday one to remember. And I am not going to get $79.99, not today. This is a super sale Saturday. We got to make things a lot more interesting, and I am giving jewelry away. It's all under cost. Everything we do for the next 35 minutes, it just carries through what we've been doing. And so if you've already picked something up, congratulations. Give yourself a really good pat on the back because you have scored a deal. But this one, haven't seen anything like it yet. The pinks, the reds, the greens, the yellows, the goldens, the blue greens, the kiwi greens, and the champagne tones. Here's what it looks like on my big old hand. Look at that. That's a really good size stone, and it's collectible. And that's one source in the world, and it changes color. And it's no longer $79, $69, $59, $49, $39. I'm already under cost. But I know it's going to take a little extra. It's going to take something more. It's going to take extra. It's going to take some serious drops in price, and I will not even ask for $2,999. That could not get better. Split shank on the sides to anchor the huge stone with the halo. 80 points. I'll even change the gold. If you don't like yellow, go ahead and get in the white gold or the rose gold. Do whatever you want, but it's not $29.99, and that should be gone. Do you all remember when we had the pendant and the radiant cut? Everyone was fighting over that thing. I felt so darn terrible. I went home and I was just so upset because we had literally, I think we had 70 people miss out on that one pendant in a diaspore, almost identical to this one. I gotta believe there's somebody out there who collects gems, who wants the color changing one source stone, that has all these names out there right now, has more love. The industry is showing it a lot of love these days. This is one to own. It's not $29. It's $28.88. First caller gets it. I think that could be seriously one of the most substantial and important purchases you make in gems. Right there. Right here on our wheel, sitting right in front of you, $28.88. For a 1151 stone, it's as good as gone. It looks like little flames going through it. I'm seeing oranges and reds, pinks and purples, all those different, it's both warm hues and cool tones, which is what I love, I think, so much about it, is all the different looks you get from one stone. One stone is producing a lot of different fabulous colors. That's just a giveaway, under cost for the rest of the show. It's what we're doing. And what'd you pick up over there, Allison? Thank you so much. Which one? Oh, okay. Cool. Wait a minute. You guys been holding back on the new registers on me again? All right. Who is it? Donita? Oh, never mind. Hold on. Wait. I'm just going on what I hear. Let me. Wonderful. And where is she calling from? Oh, cool. Love it. You ever been? Okay. Well, thank you so much. How does she spell it? D-O-N-I-T-A. That's perfect. Thank you. All right. Well, we've got our 2888 diaspore verifying right now. We'll see who's got that one. And then we also have another tanzanite. This one's gone. Congratulations. Do you guys want to see the kunzite? Let me show you the kunzite here really quickly. I have a huge oval. It's 112, 7647. Wowza. You know what? I'm not a super fan of the stone, so I'm just gonna, why show that? Let's show this. This one, I like. Item number is 1125123. It's a 1312, and welcome in, everybody. I know I'm not getting all the new registers, so let me just give one warm welcome to everybody who's a brand new register, whether you're just getting registered or shopping and making that first purchase. Let me welcome you all in. Thank you so much, and I'm really glad that we can be your new source, your latest source for fine jewelry. And maybe we'll find you something you never dreamed you'd own. That's really the beauty. I'm always amazed at what we can do. And I've been here a long time. So again, amazed at what we can do and how we can bring you values. But here's our 1312. So our round is gone. And now we're talking about the 1312 with the 22 points in these stripes of pave diamonds on the sides. So we keep it really kind of clean and classic here. We didn't go overboard. It really is about the stone. And what that stone is able to do is not something we see all the time. And a lot of people right now are getting registered, picking up their free money. So I love that idea. Thank you so much. Again, if you're going, what kind of free money do I get? Well, if you're a new register and you haven't yet registered, you do it once and then you're in the system. It's basically to just verify that you are a real person, and it, gives us the freedom to get you your requests, and obviously makes it really easy to pick up on these one-of-a-kinds when you see them, so you're not missing out. So it's just some basic information like a name and address, maybe an email as well if you feel like giving that. We don't spam you with emails or anything like that. We just, obviously you're part of our TVON family. So that's really just one step, takes about a minute and a half and you're done. And we don't charge you a subscription fee or a monthly fee or anything like that. We don't, again, we just so you can do what we do here, shop. So this is what it's all about. And we're giving you $50 if you're brand new. And we obviously have just recently, we've added a lot of airtime recently. So we're catching people at different times. So we're getting new people for that reason, but also we added a lot of new viewership across the country. So, and then every single day people find us randomly. So we're adding a lot of new registers lately, which is great. Just, bringing you into the TVON family that has been well established for about a decade. I've been here for almost all of that time. I've been in the business 24 years. I do take pride in one very important thing, which I will just say is integrity in the business, and not everybody is. And so again, just gonna say my piece there, and TVON luckily are believers in keeping that integrity level very high. That integrity, if it's not here, you're not here. It's that simple. So I will say that. So that has been incredibly important, especially in the last couple of weeks and months. So just something that we really adhere to very strictly and strongly with everything that we do, from the quality of the workmanship, to the stones we use, to the diamonds we use, to the gold we use, to the designs, to the folks and the personnel. So that is something that is of the utmost importance here to us. So again, you're in good hands as a part of this TVON family, I will say that. So there's enough out there that absolutely have no, there's absolutely no commitment to any of that. So we let them do their thing, and we stay committed to that high level of quality through and through here. So just so that you can all feel welcomed in and know that this is a different kind of experience than maybe you're used to in other places. This is our 1312. And this is where we can bring you museum reserves and 22 points in diamonds on the sides. And if anybody would like this one, I will do my best to make sure this is under cost as well on really a statement piece in an emerald cut that still is giving you all the reds. And there you see it out to the very, very edges of that stone. Here's what it looks like. On the hand, it's a little easier to move it and show you the beauty of that blue wing. And if you're going, nope, the tanzanite I'm used to seeing is a light lilac color. Well, welcome to the world of Blue Wing Block D, and exclusive to us, the best material that's ever been mined, literally, and we're running out of it as well. So here's your chance to pick it up, and no longer $19,999 either. A lot of busy lines here at the end of our show. Pieces are going out from the entire day. We have 25 minutes left. Don't worry, we take a brief respite, and then we're back here at 5 o'clock Pacific. So please do join me for that, because we have a whole new lineup for you. And I'm working really hard with our team, since these are new shows on our weekend evenings, to try and build them into something worthwhile watching. So we're all working hard and really making some very special jewelry pieces in that interest. So keep that in mind. And if you've never seen one before, come join us at 5 o'clock that Saturday and Sunday for the time being. I mean, it's really a struggle to do, have one show host and do 9 shows. So we're doing the best we can. But here we are with the 19,000. Let's do even better. It's not going to be $99.99. It's going to be a lot better than that. Look at that. The reds. It just all the way to the very, very outer edge of the stone is really impressive. It's not going to be $99, $89, $79, $69.99. Take it all time low, best of the best. We're going to make it $64.99 to the very first caller on the emerald cut. And obviously we had the 3-carat. Gone, gone, gone. Well, now we have the 14-carat in the cushion cut square. I think that one might still be hanging out, but we do have this very rare and beautiful stone here for you at $64.99. I do want to recap something that was very popular earlier that we still have a couple of pairs left. They are basically the best diamond stud that's not a diamond stud. And we don't do lab grown or simulated, so here it is. This is the diamond look in a white zircon, a colorless zircon. Some call them silver zircons. I really call them white zircons. They really are just that bright, because they are indeed white. They're not yellow, they're not brown. They look like D flawless diamonds. They're incredible zircons in amazing cuts, 7,800. Just want to recap them. If, try to be respectful of the fact that 3 hours is a long time. It's a long time to watch one thing. I think our attention span as Americans, especially in the generation we live in today, our attention spans tend to be shorter. We usually tend to just go to our phones for about 5 seconds, doom scroll for about 5 minutes, and then, on to something else, right? Well, this is kind of like old world home shopping here. So we've got 3 hours to show you amazing jewelry, but I'm also just cognizant of the fact that not everyone sits here and watches for all 3 hours, especially on a busy Saturday when hopefully your, springtime is around the corner and weather's getting nicer, I sure hope, wherever you are. So this is our 302 white zircon studs. I put them next to the 2-carat 13 white diamonds we have that are $7 grand, and these are better. They're better. There is not one solitary person out there who said, I'd rather have the diamond studs, because in comparison, they were downright yellow. And there was no clarity compared to what you're getting here. 302, plus these are bigger. So 302, 7.5 millimeters, set in gold. And you've got the rounds that are stunning, beautiful diamond cutting, double refraction, which is something diamonds can't even do. They're not even capable of that. And we had these for $699 a pair. There's only a couple pairs left. They were here a couple hours ago. Just wanted to show them one more time in case you missed them, because that is not a stud earring we're bringing back. All these years of bringing you everything imaginable in jewelry, and yet have not had zircon studs like that. And it is, again, if you missed the comparison, I think it's really important to see the side-by-side comparison here. That just really is, I don't think there's any doubt what you're choosing. Those are diamond studs that I show you often. If you ask me for the largest diamond studs we have in the inventory, I show you those 213s that I'm showing you one, and here's both in the background. Those are $68.88. And I would not take those over the zircons, especially considering that there's a 90% difference in price. So I would say take those white zircons for $699, as opposed to paying nearly $7,000 for the diamond studs that, when in comparison, have quite a bit of yellow body color to them, as diamonds do. Diamonds will, unless they are, again, D-color, flawless diamonds. Yes? Hi, Terrence. Where's Terrence calling us from?
Illinois.
Oh my goodness, wonderful. I love it. Terrence in Illinois, welcome. And may I ask what Terrence picked up?
He just signed up.
Oh,
Found us.
just found us?
Yeah.
Signed up, registered, and said, I ain't shopping yet, but I'm ready to go when I find the piece I can't live without.
We have great quality.
Thank you, we do. Terrence, we do. I don't know how long you've been watching, but we do. We actually, I can speak for 2.5 decades in the business. We have the best quality and the best prices. So it's so simple, really, right? It's simple. It's really simple. And I love that about when shopping is simple, because the world of jewelry is actually not a simple world to shop. Especially now. I mean, when I started in the business, there was no such thing as lab-grown diamonds. All we had to worry about was CZs, which were very different. The world of jewelry can be very confusing. There's just so much that's man-made these days, because also it's logical why that'll continue to happen, because there's very little in natural stones. And natural stones are important and pricey. So it's nice that we can bring you the natural and the rare, but still make it affordable. It's why I'm so happy to be able to, stand up here and talk about these pieces every day, is because of these values. It just, again, it never gets old. So if you'd like the diamond studs, they're here for $68.88. But if you want the zircon studs, I say I would get them even if their price was the same. I would take those. It's a better look. And that's not just, I don't think that's playing favorites. I think that's a real just objective statement to make. They're whiter, they're brighter, and they're very clean. There's no inclusions to be found. They're beautifully cut. They are giving you more sparkle. And that's because, look at that, they're double refractive. So they're going to do far more than your diamonds are even capable of, and that's $6.99. So just want to remind you that those were here earlier. Some of you may not have seen them. Maybe you missed them. So just want to let you know they're here if you'd like them. And they're still set in solid gold, white, yellow, or rose, your choice of. So nothing wrong with that. How about a big mandarin garnet? And we do have a gorgeous Asher cut. Always nice to see those super clean stones. Any last minute requests you have? Again, tonight we have a totally different lineup, completely different. It would probably be tough to top this show. We've had a little bit of everything, and I mean everything. I can't think of a stone off the top of my head that we haven't had. And if you think of one that you want to see, because even amethyst, which we hardly ever see, had that today. Straight up diamonds, styles we don't usually see. Cufflinks were here. Cufflinks, pendants, earrings, studs, drops. We've had it all. Necklaces, tons of rings, men's rings. We've had it all. Today, truly, I think has been the most diverse show, and I've done thousands of shows here. Thousands. I've done more airtime on the air than any person that's doing this, by far. So really proud to say that, because again, when you're just have the longevity you do, it's a lot of jewelry. I can't ever recall having a show this diverse. There's just been so much to show you, and really thrilled about it. So here we go. This is going to be, let me show the mandarin real quick. Just want to remind you, $6.99 on the studs. They're fabulous. They really are. I just love the idea that you're getting something natural and rare, but in a very affordable price point. And here we are with our mandarin garnet Asher cut. Fun mounting too. What'd you just pick up there, Jason? Oh, is that right? Oh, wow. That's from quite a bit earlier, right? Thank you. Who got the 8-carat zircon? Hi, Peggy. Thank you so much. Thank you for shopping. You'll love that ring. I love that style, the whole mounting. It's all working. So well done. On the zircon, don't forget about the aqua we had in the bridge. Also the 14-carat tanzanite, Windsor. We had the beautiful cognac diamond here, the 1-carat cognac. Even our amethyst is still here from earlier. We had a request for an amethyst. We brought one out. Still hanging out here, so we can pop that back in for a look. But right now, a 139 Asher cut. It's item number 1125-093. 20 minutes left, part one. So we all get to just, you take a little break, come back for more shopping later. If you're around, we'd love to have your company. I know it's still a real new show that working on building up for you. So again, we'd love to have your company at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern tonight. So this is the 139 private collection Asher with the 55 points in the diamonds. And it's going to have a lot of this, when you look, it's pear shapes brought together, almost creating a bit of a scroll work, floral, split shank on the sides. Really takes a good size stone and makes it even better. And this is just a tough cut. You don't cut stones that have inclusion issues into emerald cuts or Ashers, because it's going to show them all off. And yet look how clean and bright this stone is. And it's going to be a huge value, $49.99 ordinarily. I told you we got to go under cost on a few last pieces before we go. And here's how you pick it up. And a lot of pieces, you just heard it. We have pieces from the very first few minutes of the show leaving us now. And that's because those are people that are longtime viewers, right? They understand I'm not waiting around till tonight. Even though you have a show in a few hours, I'm not going to wait around because I know I've been down that road. I know I'm going to call up and it's going to be long gone sold. So this is when you take advantage of the pieces you're thinking about. Get them now. But this is not even $2,000. We got to move a mandarin because we hadn't had one yet. So I'm trying to get all the stones in. All of them. Here's what it looks like on the hand from a distance away as well. You can choose your gold color, of course, get the yellow it's in, change it to white or rose. When I say change it, we do the work, we pay the money, you don't pay a thing for it, not a penny. So that's just a great way to go, and that one's going to be less than $19.99. We'll take it even lower than that. 19 and 18 and 17 are still too much for what we're doing for the end of this show. And it's not going to be $16.99 either. Great chance to pick it up right now. First caller scenario, beautiful, almost 1.5 carats. That liveliness, and don't think you're missing out on any of those bright golden yellows. They actually come through, I would say, a little more dominantly than when we see rounds. And then when we see ovals, which are more common, because you've got every step facet in those squares repeating and repeating over and over. Those bright yellow goldens. How about $14.99? That's it. $14.99 to send that one out in your choice of gold color. Still have the diamond studs if you want those, but nobody does. We want zircons. We want zircons. They're just better. They are just a better option and a better way to go today in what we had for you. And then, of course, we have a few last-minute pieces here. We did have a Malaya gents ring. We have the aqua in the bridge. I did want to show you something else that was requested early on, and I think well, we have a little bit of quantity because it's all diamonds. So let me show that one more time. This is something that's a little, important for the first couple minutes because, well, this is one of those diamond pieces that we just enjoy seeing so much. That actually is a take on a highway ring with some additional bezel set diamonds in it as well. It's 111-3338. And that is just a little recap, something we brought up by request. And the requester ended up, she had two options and she took her other option. But this is where I thought a couple of you might be intrigued by this idea of 94 points in diamonds, both medium size and large diamonds bezel set. And that one's going to be with this highway design, 3 rows, crisscrossing, interlocking, leaving it very comfortable and sits really low on the hand. But you have this wearable design with almost 1 carat in diamonds. So a lot to love in your diamond weight overall, round and round, side to side, and it doesn't stop. It's going to go a little more than halfway around the ring. And yet I'm just stunned at the new low price we had for this request. It's obviously an older item number. You know that, by the way. Little tip from me to you. If you see a 112, that was the last few years. If you see a 111 prefix, that's at least a 3-year-old price tag. It's at least it can be 3 all the way to 8 years old. So that means, and by the way, we're not in the system. We have more going on and more to do than updating prices in our inventory. Like jewelry stores do that every day now. They have to update to keep up with the gold and diamond pricing. So they have inventory managers that update prices by the day in a lot of cases at retail stores. We're not doing that. As a matter of fact, there was only one thing I did here to this price tag, and that was take it even further down than when it was actually first initially brought to us. So this is a moment. And it's almost 1 carat in diamonds in what is quite obviously a 3-ring in one. It's 3 rings all brought together in one, and then you've got the additional really big diamonds that are bezel set in between. And this is just gorgeous on the hand. It's even prettier on. So take a look, because you see all that detail, you see that open work, you see the way it's going to sit really beautifully and easily on the hand. I love this crisscrossing action. The fact it's a little asymmetric. See how this side is a little bit not as long as this side. So just really has that custom-made look. It's under $1,000. And a $9.99 price would be amazing. But we're doing better than that. It's in white, yellow, or rose gold, so you take your choice. There's how it sits, really low profile in the hand, so you don't need to worry about it if you do like wear gloves or, not just about cold weather, but a lot of people wear gloves for work, for their industry, if they're in the medical profession, and many others. So you just want to think about, again, don't leave your jewelry at home. Wear it and have something that's really just low profile in the hand. This is not going to be $8.99 either, though. It's only going to be the crazy 8s, the 888 price tag to get yourself really a 3-in-1, and that is fabulous. So almost 1 carat in diamonds in your choice of gold color for $888 only. Enjoy it if you get it. I know that's one of our favorite looks and designs. We're so thrilled to bring it to you. And only $888 for one last call, 60 seconds. And Allison, what were you picking up over there? Which one? Oh, more zircons. Fabulous. Who got them? Wait a minute. Don't hold back on these new registers. Let's welcome them in. Hi, Charlotte. Where's she calling from? Oh, thank you for telling me. I was about to say Ohio, but no. Cleveland, Tennessee? Love that. Okay. Well, welcome, Charlotte, and enjoy those zircon earrings. And again, all natural. They're all natural rare stones, but at that teeny tiny price. And then I think, Jason, you've got something else going out the door. He'll let me know because this is the end of the show. We've got 12 and a half minutes left. Got a lot of last minute pieces that are finding their way out to their forever homes. Yeah. Oh, very good. Thank you so much. Well, that was always exciting too. And then I'll show you the aqua. Let's recap. Don't have a lot left to recap at this point. I'll do a brief recap in case you missed anything. We do have that cognac diamond that's got to go. We did have a paraiba for $13.99 as well. So that was very special. And thank you so much. And also a Windsor pendant was here. Last call though at $888. That is such a winner. And if you are new to our diamond pieces, obviously we do classics. This is like an upgraded classic. Still a classic, but when I think classics, I think about diamond bands. I think about the 5-row diamond band, single row style. I think about even double rows, even maybe a dome style. This is the highway design, so it gives you so much interest. If you've not had a ring with negative space where you've got cutouts, where the ring is really like it's part of you and shows the skin through it, I think that's what really makes it so interesting to see on the hand. And you have this really lovely diamond design and big, big, big old diamonds in the bezels. There are, look at this, I'll show you, let's map them out because you really have to move it all the way. You have 5 big bezel set diamonds, 2 on this side, 3 on that side, all those fabulous bezel sets, gonna really make it comfortable and wearable. And I do say with the Diamonds by the Yard popularity, that's something to consider even if you are a fan of our Diamonds by the Yard collection with all those bezel set stones. This works right back to it in such a beautiful way. And then we still have, I think the Mandarin's going out. The Mandarin Asher may be gone. So a lot of verifications going on. If there's anything you're still thinking about, whether it's that big tanzanite, maybe it's that emerald necklace, going to be here throughout the afternoon. So if you have any questions at any time, let me know. We're going to be shooting some promos and doing a lot of work and inventory and designing and all that kind of stuff. So again, be here throughout the afternoon for you. So if you need any assistance with anything, questions on anything, I mean, listen, I get people reaching out for every imaginable and unimaginable thing you could ever think of. So feel free to reach out if I could help you with something, if you need something designed, or if you have a question about something you've seen, or have a gem question, or just want to talk gems and talk rocks, we can do that. But again, this is a very, very, very special weekend ahead. We've got a lot to show you. So that's $888, extremely popular right now. No surprise, I'm going to recap the fabulous diamond. This is going to be our beautiful cognac diamond we had earlier. It is a 1-carat size. It's going to have well over a carat in diamonds around it too. So you're getting well over 2 carats overall in the cognac diamond that resides in the center, that oval elongated, but then it's got that pink diamond weight first, and then also the white diamonds around that. So that's going to be 72 in the white, 37 in the pink. It was item number 1596. Keep calling on the highway rings for $888. Those are very, very cool. 94 points in diamonds and really all that gold. Love an old item number. Allows us to do things you could literally not do today. And I mean make it. If you had the factory in your garage, you could not make jewelry like that. So fabulous values. And here we go with the $24.99 recap on our cognac diamond. Cognac because it's not a champagne. Champagne's a lighter brown, a barely there brown. This has got a lot of those red and orange tones within it. So it makes it very, very special and different and also very rare. So that's going to be $24.99. If you have any questions before we go or want to see something yet again, please let me know. Anything you need. There is a cashmere sapphire here. I'm just thinking, what haven't we shown you? What haven't we shown you today? What have we been missing? The show has had it all, but not a cashmere. Look at this. This is our cashmere sapphire. We were talking about them earlier because I had a stone that looked a lot like a cashmere. This is 112-2217, and it has the 50-point unheated cashmere sapphire stone. It's a pinky purple, and then it has a 65-point diamond weight around it, double halo, diamonds down the sides, pave, so it gives you a nice, bold design to that band. And what we're going to do is make it really affordable. I just mentioned it. We had it was our Malayas and our pink zircons that had a little bit of a cashmere look and feel to them. color-wise, here's the actual genuine article, right? The beautiful, hasn't been mined in 100 years plus. Always, again, we know that it's unheated, but we also know it's not just the look of cashmere. It actually came from that mine. So it's been in the collection for a while. And what usually makes them so important is the fact, well, they are from that mine and they're obviously unheated, and we love that look. But that's what also drives up their value. It's not unusual to spend $79.99 here on a cashmere of this variety. We're going to take it significantly lower right now. It's only going to be, you know what, I was going to do $29.99. Let's really get it out fast. That way we can have time to show you some more. We've got more. The jewelry never ends. The values don't either. And on our Saturdays now, I do our shows. We get 2 times with you. 6 hours total, 3 hours later today. So don't go too far. Here we go. Not even $19.99. 18, 17, 16, $15.99. How about we make this really easy? $1,499 on our rare cashmere. Then we've got a blue zircon pair coming out. Take a look at this on the hand, though. This is one of those classics, isn't it? Classic. And sapphire, you know it's got that durability. So you can wear it all the time. Don't save it. Don't save it. Just wear it and enjoy it and love it at $14.99. That's quite the value. You can do any gold color you want as well. So all that for free. You get free money when you register too. So when you do that, as a lot of you probably did, I bet you a lot of these new registers use that credit and applied it towards their first purchase. You can do that as well, and I hope you will, so you can save even more. And then here we go with our private collection blue zircon pair. Had the large blue zircon from earlier, the 805 left us. Here's the big pear shape. It's 4 carats 29, 6406. This is such a heavy mounting. I'm always in awe of the weight of this mounting. I'm someone who really wants to feel my jewelry. I'm not going to shy away from heavy gold weight. But these price tags, amazing. I think our cashmere might be gone to Jason's collar. And then now the one-of-a-kind blue zircon, bless you, Allison. We'll do this $429 pair with 45 points in diamonds in any gold you want. Here, brand new low. And let me try it on because I know it's being blocked a little bit on that tip of that pear-shaped design. Quite heavy in this mounting. Change up the gold. Yes, of course we will. No problem there, except it's a very heavyweight piece, so that'll cost us, but it doesn't cost you, so that's a good thing. Just we pay for your jewelry in so many respects here, don't we? And I'll make this $1,900, not, you know what, skip it. This is half the size of the 8 carat that sold a few minutes ago. Let's do better than even 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Had a lot of great pieces for $14.99 in recent moments. Let's make this even better, $1,399, and the zircon will go. And remember, one of the big differences when you shop here is that we don't have hundreds of items. We don't have, and I don't mean overall. I mean we have thousands of items overall, but we don't have hundreds of quantity. We have, very rarely do we have 2 of anything. That's rare. So it's, when you see a ring like this, it's almost always a one of a kind. Almost. It's really, truly like 99% of what we do is what you see is what you get. This isn't a sample. This isn't a model. This isn't a, for instance, maybe kinda. This is what you get. That zircon comes to your house. There's only one 429 pear shape that has that color and that cutting. So you get that very stone. And that's the case with most of the rings that we bring here. So keep that in mind and shop with not only confidence, but I think shop with some excitement too, because these are real rare, beautiful exotics here that you're getting your hands on for next to nothing. So $13.99 there. And then here we are. There is a really important yellow Congo tourmaline. We can bring you 3 yellow diamonds all in one, if that's what you'd like. I do want to recap the tanzanite, the emerald cut that is so gorgeous, that real red intense emerald cut stone with all those red flashes, 1125, Take a look at that. That's 5123. That's the one we had moments ago. That one's only $64.99 for our big time, 1312. And Jason, what'd you pick up over there? Was that the cashmere? Oh, not the cashmere. Something else? I have no idea what I picked up. We have the Grandidierite. We'll find out what other one of a kind is leaving us. And then I think we want to end with that aqua. We have about 3 minutes left in the show. Part 1, again, back at 5 o'clock Pacific. That's 4 hours from now. So make sure you stay close, and we'll have more jewelry on the way, all entirely new lineup pieces. Got a lot of new designs coming out for our evening on our Saturday. But look at this. This is going to be something special here. Aqua 112-7361 is our big oval. It's our 2.5 as we kick off March. Wanted to have a prime example of what the best aqua in the world looks like. And what'd you pick up, Jason, just so I don't recap it?
94-point design.
Gotcha. Thank you. Good. The highway ring we've got. Okay. So now the last look at our 2.5 carat Sierra Santa Maria. This has 122 in diamonds as well. Bridge mounting, any gold you wish. I think it's best in white gold, but again, that's up to you to choose. The aqua, gorgeous, but then also has that brilliance of the diamonds you see through it. It is one special piece. We tried to auction it, got it down to as low as $2,000. Did not get the open as of yet. So if anybody would like this, we'll just make it $1,999 for the very last 2.5 minutes of the show. And then we'll see you back here tonight. So big show in our evening. We got an amazing 3 hours. So the show time is the same. We got 3 hours. The jewelry's all different. And don't forget, tomorrow is the day we see those incredible door knocker style diamond earrings, which you can wear many ways. So we've got a brand new earring design and concept tomorrow morning. So if you're one of those that's going, no, I only watch the morning shows because that's what we've had for all these years and years. Well, tomorrow morning's when you're going to see the diamond style. We hope that you'll join us tonight to see what's new tonight. But yes, it is tomorrow morning on our Sunday morning together that we're going to have those diamond drop earrings, which are incredible. Pave, multiple ways. I haven't even calculated how many ways you can wear them, but it's fantastic. So we'll have those for you. And there's a big diamond weighted almost 3 carats. But our aqua, as I thought, March 1st, we got to have a really fantastic aqua. And that's it. It's a beautiful 2.5 carat. It's that really intense sky blue type of saturation. I'm going to show it on the hand again. We are down to about 1.5 minutes now in our Saturday. So if there is anything as far as part 1 is concerned, anything you saw in the last 3 hours that you're still interested in, this is the time. So this is what's important. Make sure you pick it up now as opposed to waiting till later, because obviously we can't take orders for the entire hours that we're here. The phone lines just shut down. So again, we want to make sure that you're aware of that so you don't wait till the show starts at tonight at 5 o'clock, because obviously the pieces will be gone. So this is when you take a moment now. We have our phone lines open for about 5 minutes after we go off the air. We're going off the air in 50 seconds. So let me know if you have any questions, and then Leanne, I will work on your requests as usual, and we'll do that for you, and you got it. So there we go, $19.99 on the aqua in the bridge setting, and happy birthday to all those March birthdays that are coming up this month. So wanted to get you started with the best of the best of your birthstone. So a beautiful look there, and that bridge, which has a carat 22 in the diamond weight, and just an awesome look, and that's the color you want. And thank you again. Yes? Pear shape, what? Okay, the blue zircon. I don't know if I can get it in time, but I do. Here it is. You got 15 seconds to take a look. Thank you again for being with me today. I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock. That's in 4 hours. So we do it again, 3 hours live from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock Pacific time tonight. I will see you then. Have a great rest of your afternoon until we meet again. 4 short hours. I'm Lauren Blair. See you soon.